Richfield versus North Sanpete. This is our Mid-Utah Radio Game of the Week. I was live at Wingers in Richfield this morning, bringing you a preview of tonight's game between these two teams in the 3A South region. And Rick, as you look at the 3A South region right now, it appears that there are 4 teams at the top vying for the playoff positions and playoff positioning. And that with Juab Canyon View, they play each other tonight for the top spot right now in the region. Then Manti and North Sanpete are next. Then you have Richfield and Delta both at 0-2 right now. But talking to Coach Thorson, he really believes, and you can tell, and he almost convinced me this morning that they can get a win tonight and they can really get them back into contention for playoffs.
Well, there's no doubt this would be a huge upset if Richfield were able to win tonight based on what's gone on. But I do think Coach Thorson thinks that no one expects his team to perform at a level to compete with this North Sanpete team. And I know they got the talent. They've just had some growing pains. They've had some injuries and a lot of different things. But this North Sanpete team's been very impressive to me.
Yeah, you've seen them a couple of times so far this year, and they have what is probably the best back in 3A, or if not at the state, one of the best backs at least, in Spencer Applegarth. He's 32 yards shy of 1,000 yards on the season, likely going to get that tonight barring some sort of an injury. But you've seen him, and he's fun to watch.
Oh, terrific running back, and he'll be stopped one way and reverse it and go back the other way. I think I've seen him with 7 runs of over 50 yards in the 2 games I've watched him. Tremendous runner. But take nothing away from Richfield's Jensen Magleby. He, too, is a terrific running back. Maybe not some of the spotlight because of Richfield's record and some of the issues, but a terrific running back with good speed, too.
And they use him differently than Applegarth. Applegarth, primarily that traditional running back. He does catch some balls out of the backfield, but primarily that traditional running back, whereas Magleby comes out of the slot. And so he has more receiving yards than he has rushing yards at this point on the season, but he's somebody they do hand the ball off to a lot.
But Applegarth does have some pass receptions.
He does.
For big yardage. I've seen him do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, last game, he does lead the team in passing receiving yards this year, believe it or not, Applegarth. Applegarth and Magleby very similar in that task. Let's look at some of the news and notes coming into tonight's game between these two teams. These notes, they're going to be brought to you for North Sanpete by Sanpete Valley Conoco. North Sanpete comes in ranked 7th in Class 3A according to Max Preps. They are 3-3 on the season, 1-1 in region play. They are coached by Rick Wilson. And the notes for Richfield brought to you by Mountain Land Supply. They're ranked 10th according to Max Preps, 1-5 on the season, 0-2 in region play, and they are coached by Eric Thorson. Last game for North Sanpete was, to most people, a surprising loss at home against Manti, 45-21 last week. In that game, Zach Lee, 6 for 21 passing for 151 yards, 3 touchdowns, but this was the surprise, 6 interceptions.
Yeah, the turnovers were a factor, and I was surprised, not necessarily that Manti beat North Sanpete.
But the way it unfolded. I actually predicted North Sanpete on your poll to win, and of course, then sometimes I don't even pay attention to it. I go back, and I never know who I picked where and what because I'm in a hurry generally. But I give Manti credit. Manti bounced back, but I've seen North Sanpete, to me, the best North Sanpete team I've seen. And then you look at their running game last week. Spencer Applegarth, 26 carries for 93 yards, and that was another surprise. And talking to Coach Wilson, he doesn't remember the last time Spencer Applegarth hasn't gotten 100 yards. And so he averaged less than 4 yards per carry last week, and that's uncharacteristic for him.
Well, again, you credit that Manti team. Manti played North Sanpete very well. And that's a rivalry up there. You want to keep in mind a little different than just a normal region game. Those two schools don't like to lose to each other.
And the leading receiver last week for North Sanpete, Trent Seeley, 3 catches for 70 yards and 2 touchdowns. On defense, Taylor Lee led the way with 8 tackles. Last game for Richfield was a loss at home versus then number 3 Canyon View, 62-27. In that game for the Wildcats, Matt Griffin was 7 for 19 passing for 146 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Evan Jerome led the way rushing with 15 carries for 39 yards and a touchdown. Jensen Magleby, who you mentioned earlier, had 6 catches for 178 yards and 2 touchdowns. And defensively, Austin Biggs had 11 tackles in that game. Now, the last time these two teams met last year, it was a 28-27 win for Richfield. Did you have that game last year?
Yes, that was in the regular season game. Then they had a playoff
game. That's true.
To get in the playoffs, and North Sanpete came back, and Richfield led that game. North Sanpete took the lead I believe, late in the third quarter, maybe early fourth, and then beat Richfield. And so the game that was here, Richfield won, and then the play-in game, North Sanpete won. It did snap, I believe, a 3-game winning streak or 4-game winning streak by Richfield.
Yeah, so we'll look forward to see how it plays out now tonight between the Wildcats and the Hawks. So far in the season, no measuring stick games. They do have some common opponents. They just haven't played the same ones yet. Stats on the year for North Sanpete. They come in averaging 35.8 points per game, but they're giving up 31, so average about 5 more points than they give up. Richfield, on the other hand, different story. They come in averaging 14.3 points per game, but they're giving up 42.3, so that's a big discrepancy there. North Sanpete is averaging just under 475 yards of offense, 210 passing, 264 rushing. Richfield, 256 yards of offense, 144 passing, 112 rushing per game. The leaders on the year for North Sanpete, Zach Lee, 59 of 133 passing for 1,249 yards, 19 touchdowns compared to 15 interceptions. Applegarth, 121 carries for 968 yards and 7 rushing touchdowns. And he's their leading receiver as well, 18 catches for 354 yards and 6 touchdowns.
And I got to point out that Zach Lee I think he's been a really done a great job. Coming a little banged up tonight. We'll see how that plays out. His shoulder's been giving him a little bit of problem. Now, for Richfield, on the other hand, Matt Griffith, last week was really his first start ever. He'd never really played quarterback in 6th, 7th, 8th grade, and he's gone all the way to being a senior in his first start. So I give Matt Griffith a ton of credit. Had a nice game last week. Yeah,
we'll look forward to seeing how that plays out tonight as well. And Trey Sorensen defensively for North Sanpete leads the way with 49 tackles, 9 for loss, 2 fumble recoveries, an interception, and a blocked punt. Leaders for Richfield, the leading quarterback, believe it or not, is Evan Jerome. He was the original starting quarterback. They're now on their 3rd starting quarterback after the injury to Emmett Hafen, and now Matt Griffin in there. Jerome, though, passing on the year, 27 for 56 for 341 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 4 INTs. Mag will be the leading rusher, 71 carries for 334 yards and 4 touchdowns. Leading receiver as well, 26 catches for 575 yards and 6 touchdowns. Defensively, Austin Biggs leads the way with 44 tackles and 2 fumble recoveries. According to Perry's Power Guide, there is a 19.3 rating difference in favor of North Sanpete. According to Max Preps, there's a 16.9 rating difference in favor of North Sanpete. The Hawks have lost their last one. Richfield, in the meantime, has lost 4 in a row. There's your news and notes coming into the game. This is the Snow College pregame show. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back with our coach's comments with Coach Rick Wilson of the North Sanpete Hawks.
When I was thinking about going back to school, I got pretty nervous, just knowing I had a young family and money was tight for us. As a mother, online courses were perfect for my busy schedule. One of the things that was huge for me was how affordable this program was. Without the online courses, I know I wouldn't be able to finish school or transfer to a major university. I will always be grateful for Snow College in helping me reach my goals and helping me set the pathway for my future.
Visit your Sanpete Valley Conoco in Moroni, where you'll find courteous service at the convenience store and the world-famous Sanpete barbecue turkey sandwiches. Sanpete Valley Conoco is the place for refreshing frazzles, irresistible treats, delicious pizza, and the only place to get the new Yo Cream. Yogurt's only creamier with lots of toppings, and the new Boba Bursts, a new experience in eating ice cream. They also serve all of Central Utah with bulk fuel, oil, and lube delivery, whether in the drum or bucket. Visit Sanpete Valley Conoco at the junction of highways in Moroni.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is the Central Utah leader in plumbing, waterworks, turf, and ag irrigation. Mountain Land Supply features an entire line of Rainbird sprinklers and systems for your yard or commercial property and backs it up with an extremely knowledgeable staff that cares about the local community because they live here. Visit them at 2104 South Red Hills Drive in Richfield or call for a showroom appointment 435-896-9606. Mountain Land Supply is proud to sponsor high school sports and wishes the teams, coaches, and players success.
State Farm Insurance and Financial Services is your best choice for dependable insurance coverage and finance options. Local agent Danny Dykes in Moroni offers all types of insurance, as well as State Farm Financial Services, where you're able to finance your dreams through State Farm Bank. State Farm also offers the Pocket Agent app for smartphones and the new Drive Safe and Save discount. Visit your local State Farm Insurance and Financial Services office in Moroni. Phone 800-347-8601. That's 800-347-8601.
AmeriGas Propane is America's #1 propane supplier. Why? Because AmeriGas Propane of Central Utah is the most reliable, safest, and responsive propane service. Your AmeriGas drivers go the extra mile to offer service you can rely on. AmeriGas Propane of Richfield features a local staff that serves you 24/7. Don't put a price on your family safety. Call today, 435-896-5071, 896-5071. It's never too late to save on propane. Lock in your price and ask about their monthly payment program. Go to AmeriGas.com.
Terry R. Brotherson Excavating and TRB Rock Products offers aggregate products for any of your road construction needs, including road base and a selection of crushed rock products. TRB Rock Products also has landscaping products, topsoil, reject sand, and an eye-catching red landscaping rock. They also do commercial and residential construction, basements, water lines, sewer lines, septic tanks, and perk tests. Get a free estimate at 462-3954. TRB Rock Products, a proud supporter of North Sanpete Athletics.
And we welcome you back to Richfield High School. Robert Lovell with you alongside Rick Robinson in the Snow College pregame show brought to you by Snow College. The Horn School of Music is proud to offer the first 4-year degree in the history of Snow College, a Bachelor of Music degree in commercial music. Call 283-7472 to find out more or go to snow.edu. It's Richfield versus North Sanpete tonight across the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and also at CentraCom Channel 10. And earlier tonight, I was joined by Coach Rick Wilson of the North Sanpete Hawks. Let's hear what Coach Wilson had to say. This North Sanpete interview brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Danny Dykes. Joined now by Coach Rick Wilson of the North Sanpete Hawks on the road tonight against the Richfield Wildcats. Coach, you're going up against a Richfield team that is 1-5 on the season so far, 0-2 in region play. But they're a team that tried to make us play out a tough schedule early on, much like yourself. What do you expect to see out of them tonight?
Anything. Quite honestly, they've struggled with some injuries and significantly struggled with some injuries at quarterback. So, you know, when you start having those type of injuries, you know, they could, I don't know if they will, I don't know what they'll change, but they could go to a different look altogether. So, about anything.
Looking at your team right now, coming off a tough loss last week to Manti. We talked about it earlier when we previewed this game this morning. And so you look at your team, how do they practice this week? How are they feeling coming into tonight's game?
Well, we went back to fundamentals first thing on Monday. And within about 4 plays, both offense and defensive team periods, it just seemed to click again. So I think that was a good approach. We just focused on ourselves. We focused on fundamentals and reminded them of, you know, who we are, what our identity really is, and that mess that we turned into whatever on the unmentionable night. Yeah, it just was uncharacteristic of this group. And so it's been a very good and disciplined week of practice. So very watered down, but a good fundamental week.
You look at your team, and everybody, of course, knows about number 21, Spencer Applegarth, and your quarterback, exactly. They know the abilities that they have. But what do you want to try to do offensively in order to be successful tonight?
Well, it's been a long time since I've seen Spencer not get 100 yards. Matter of fact, I'm usually just shocked when it's 260, you know, or something, because it looks like he's, but, you know, obviously when Spencer's going and the offensive line and everybody's clicking like they should, you know, yeah, that just changes the dimension of the game. And then if you have Zach that is playing well, I mean, that's pretty tough. That's pretty tough to balance out and fit. And then we have some other kids that, you know, can be threats when, I don't know if it's, I think they always want to be, but if I could get in their head and figure out why, I don't know. But we have some other kids that could be threats as well. So we're just hoping that they do come out and play fundamental football.
Looking at Richfield, what do you feel like you need to do on the defensive side of the ball, slowing them down to be successful?
Just fundamentals. I mean, last week was, you know, as a coordinator, I take full responsibility in the preparation, and they weren't prepared for what they seen. And so I just hope that this week, you know, brought them back to zero again in their mind and reaffirmed some of the fundamentals.
Coach, as you look at your team right now, we're in week 7 of the football season now. It is football. There's going to be some nicks and dings all the time, but how's the health of your team right now?
Gosh, it sounds like about everybody has, some health issues, but I would say fair to partly cloudy. Some of our good kids are starting to come back. Others are not quite ready, and we'd like them back, but we're still trying to hold and patch some key players together. But fortunately, Zach and Spencer have been pretty solid. We've moved some offensive linemen around like you typically have to do, but it's what it is. Numbers that we have, they're just not deep in this league, so, but fair.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks for joining me, and good luck tonight.
Okay, thank you.
Once again, Coach Rick Wilson of the North Sanpete Hawks here inside the Snow College pregame show. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back with Coach Eric Thorson of the Richfield Wildcats on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and on CentraCom Channel 10.
DP Curtis Trucking is a family-oriented business that works hard to get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis is hiring reliable drivers with starting wage at 40 cents per mile, going to 42 cents after 90 days. Additional pay for tarps, drops, picks, and additional trailers. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, and bonuses, and more. If you'd like to join the DP Curtis family, call for details, 435-893-2886. That's 893-2886, or click dpcurtis.com.
Have you heard? Central Valley Medical Center is now providing orthopedic surgery. That's right, Dr. Joel Holman is a full-time orthopedic surgeon practicing in Nephi. You no longer need to drive to the Wasatch Front for hip replacement, knee replacement, fracture care, hand surgery, and general orthopedic care. Dr. Holman completed a residency in general orthopedics and a fellowship in hand surgery at the U of U and sees patients in the Nephi Medical Clinic inside Central Valley Medical Center. Call 435-623-3633, 623-3633.
At Zions Bank, they haven't forgotten who keeps them in business. It's you. While Zions Bank has offices in 10 western states, you are still number one. From checking and savings to business and personal loans, Zions Bank now offers its customers online banking services. Zions Bank is a leader in providing electronic banking services. If you haven't seen what Zions Bank has to offer you, stop in today. Zions Bank in Richfield, 55 West, 100 North, behind the post office.
The mayor, city council, and residents in the cities of Mount Pleasant, Fairview, and Moroni wish the North Sanpete Hawks the best of luck this season. The entire community is proud to support North Sanpete High School in preparing the future leaders of Sanpete County. They're committed to ensuring that area youth are provided the best opportunities to learn the important lessons of life through academics and athletic competition. Good luck to the players, coaches, faculty, staff, and student body from the cities of Fairview, Moroni, and Mount Pleasant.
New Holland's T7 Series tractors from Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora deliver more power but lower your operating costs. Talk about a great combination. These 100 to 195 PTO horsepower tractors feature engines with EcoBlue SCR engine technology. They breathe better for more complete combustion and deliver cleaner power, increased torque, and enhanced fuel economy. Stop by Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora and learn more about the T7 Series tractors from New Holland.
MKJ Construction has been serving Central Utah and the surrounding area for over 30 years. Whether you have a project as large as a new road or water line or as intricate as a decorative landscape feature, we have the experience and equipment to complete any size project. We also deliver sand, gravel, road base, topsoil, and landscaping boulders. Call MKJ Construction at 427-9299, 427-9299, and see what we can do for you.
And welcome back to the Snow College pregame show brought to you by Snow College. They've assembled some of the best quality, most affordable, and flexible offerings in online education. Visit Snow online at snow.edu/online. It's Richfield hosting North Sanpete tonight in our Mid-Utah Radio Game of the Week. And earlier today I talked with Coach Eric Thorson of the Richfield Wildcats. This interview brought to you by AmeriGas in Richfield. I'm joined now by Coach Eric Thorson of the Richfield Wildcats at home tonight against the North Sanpete Hawks. Coach, you started region play 0-2. You went up against what right now is the top two teams in the region in Canyon View and Juab. Now you go up against a North Sanpete team that's 1-1 so far in the year. What do you expect going into this game out of North Sanpete?
We expect them to want to get a lot of yards under Applegarth's belt, and if they get running, then they get excited about passing. So that's obviously what we think their goal is, and our goal will be to stop that.
So Applegarth, you mentioned him. How do you try to slow him down and stop him?
Well, as we talked this morning, do what Manti did, and the other thing is just he just does the fundamentals right. So the way to stop that is to do the fundamentals ourselves.
And then you take a look at, of course, their quarterback, Zach Lee. He can throw the ball very well also. They have a good passing game. And so knowing that they can be dangerous that way, and is it just a matter of making sure your defense plays honest?
It is. And with a little, let's add in a dash of pressure. You're gonna see us throw a 5-man at him quite a bit, especially right in the middle. We don't feel that he is great getting out of the pocket, so look for one of our backers coming in on about every play.
Then you take a look at your offense. What do you want to try to do tonight in order to be successful?
I want to see Matt Griffin take control of the ball game. This offense, the spread, is really run based on a quarterback with confidence. He's had 2 weeks now to prepare. Last week we liked everything we saw. In preparation, we've liked everything we saw. He's very coachable, good-hearted, hard-working guy. Everyone around him plays hard. So we're looking to see if he can unleash.
Coach, a couple of weeks ago I asked you about the health of your team. There wasn't any wood to knock on then, and you've suffered some injuries since then. But how are you doing coming into tonight?
Right now, the bumps and bruises have gone away from Canyon View. The players that are out, we've been fortunate to fill those positions with players that are excited for the opportunity. So, again, it's all, this is high school football. It's all about a young man getting a chance to grow up.
All right, Coach, thanks for joining me, and good luck tonight.
Thank you, Rob.
Once again, this is the Snow College pregame show. We've heard from Coach Eric Thorson of Richfield and also Coach Rick Wilson of the North Sanpete Hawks. And, Rick, now that you got to hear both those interviews as well, your thoughts on what the coaches had to say?
Well, they said pretty much what you think they would say at a time like this. I mean, North Sanpete's obviously favored in this game. And if Richfield's able to be in the game going into the fourth quarter, I think that's an accomplishment. Certainly, we'll see what plays out here. I like the talent that Richfield has. They have struggled defensively, and I think that's the key. If their defense and they can get a little offense going, I think the offense has got to keep North Sanpete's offense off the field. That, to me, is the key to this game.
Time of possession, field position.
Yes.
And I like the fact that you also brought up with Richfield now I've lost my train of thought, Rick. I got thinking about something else here, but they got the coin toss going on right now. Now, you brought up the fact that Coach Thorson, and he wants to apply some pressure as well on defense and try to do things differently. I guess that they're grateful that Manti might have provided a template for how to slow down Spencer Applegarth and Zach Lee.
Yes, but you want to keep one thing in mind. Manti, is having a little better
different
year.
Different players.
But that being said, I agree with what Coach Thorson said. Let's try and do some things. I mean, not that it matters what I agree or not, but I like everything he said. I think he's a terrific coach. I really like Coach Thorson. And I think that if this game stays closer, the longer it stays closer, the more pressure's on North Sanpete because they know they're favored.
Richfield will start with the ball tonight, and they will be defending the north end zone. They'll be going left to right across your radio dial. North Sanpete will be going right to left. And it is time now for the national anthem here at Richfield High School, so we'll take a 3-minute break and come back and get you ready for the game of the night, which is Richfield versus North Sanpete on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and CentraCom Channel 10.
You know that Severe Valley Medical Center provides our communities with high-quality care through advanced technology with a hometown touch. What you may not know about are the wide variety of services that we provide, allowing you to stay close to home. Our on-site specialty services include orthopedics, ENT, general surgery, podiatry, and internal medicine, all available full-time, allowing you to utilize them when it's convenient for you, not just a few days each month. That's Intermountain Severe Valley Medical Center, healing for life.
When you're looking for the most exceptional value in an ATV side-by-side, look no further than your local Kimco dealer, Skyline Motorsports. John Lee and his crew at Skyline Motorsports know the area and the people living here and want to remain friends long after the deal is done. Plus, you don't want to spend another winter shoveling snow, do you? All Kimco side-by-sides can be fit with a snowplow. And Skyline Motorsports is your headquarters for small engine repair, ATVs, chainsaws, snowblowers, lawnmowers. Hey, if it's got a small engine, LeVar can fix it. Check it all out at Skyline Motorsports, south of Fairview on Highway 89.
Is there anything more beautiful than DQ soft serve? Smooth and creamy, the best kind of chili. Whether alone in a cone or making the sweet foundation for our famous Blizzard treats, the DQ soft serve is made to make your taste buds go, whoa, that's good. Check it out for yourself at the Dairy Queen in Elsinore next to the Sunny Shopper. Take the I-70 exit and bam, you're there. DQ, this is fan food, not fast food. Check it out for yourself at the Dairy Queen in Elsinore next to the Sunny Shopper.
At Cache Valley Bank, we have an app for that. Hi, this is Shayna, and our new Cache Valley Bank app will let you view your accounts on the go. You'll also be able to search for branches or ATMs near you, transfer funds, view recent activity, and deposit checks, all with a touch of a button. And our checking accounts offer free debit cards, lower rates than our competitors, and no minimum balance. So when you check your balance on that new Cache Valley Bank app, all you'll see is green. Stop by today and meet our friendly staff in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, and Fairview. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping, member FDIC.
Riverstone Contractors is your plumbing source for Sevier County. Riverstone can fix leaking pipes, replace water heaters, fix and replace faucets, disposals, water softeners, and toilets, along with tubs, showers, and grab bars for your bathroom. Riverstone does plumbing for new construction and remodels. They also take care of your heating and air conditioning needs with central air, swamp coolers, gas furnaces, and sheet metal ducts. For the best plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service, call Riverstone Contractors at 435-896-6264. That's 896-6264.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included with CentraCom cable TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit CentraCom.com to learn more.
And we welcome you back here to Richfield High School. Robert Lovell with you alongside Rick Robinson on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and CentraCom Channel 10. Richfield hosting North Sanpete. It is the Mid-Utah Radio Game of the Week this week between these two teams in the 3A South region. Now, Rick, you didn't get to quiz me on Perry's Power Guide. Do you want to throw one or two at me?
No, I don't have that right here in front of me.
All right.
I'd give you a couple, but how about Morgan Carbon?
Morgan, that's an easy one. You throw a softball at me there.
Yeah, I threw an easy one at you. We didn't get a chance to go through here. I'll get you at halftime.
You'll give me halftime. All right, there we go. And North Sanpete kicking off to Richfield once again. Back to receive for the Wildcats, Jensen Magleby and Evan Jerome. On to kick for North Sanpete is Taylor Lee, the senior. Again, North Sanpete going right to left, Richfield going left to right across your radio dial. The kick is up, good kick. Magleby will receive it at the 7-yard line, bring it across the 10, 15 up the middle, cut back to the left. Now come back to the right as he crosses the 25-yard line, brought down just shy of the 30. Looks like they're going to put the ball, the nose of the football might be on the 30-yard line. So good return for Magleby.
And Magleby just followed his blockers, went right the middle. A nice return for the Wildcats. Not bad field position to start this game.
And that's one of the things you mentioned. Field position going to be key in this one for Richfield, for North Sanpete. They're just going to have to, in my mind, do what they do best, and that is give the ball to Applegarth, let Zach Lee follow suit with some good passing afterward. 1st and 10 for Richfield from the 30-yard line, their own 30-yard line. Going to have the spread offense with Jerome to the left of Griffin in the backfield. Griffin shotgun formation. Magleby the left slot. Going to send a man in motion right to left. Griffin takes a snap, rolls to his left. Going to be a design quarterback run. Jerome out in front blocking. Griffin going to get hit as he plows into a pile of both Wildcats and Hawks. A flag did come flying in after the 4-yard gain. Let's see what the call is. Likely going to be a hold in that area.
Well, a hold or a block in the back or a face mask, and it is on Richfield.
The ball is spotted at just shy of the 34, it looks like, is where they put it. And it is going to be a hold on Richfield. So march them back 10 yards, and the spot of the foul was right where the ball was. And so they'll march them back from the 34 back to the 24-yard line, and that makes it 1st down and 16 yards now for Richfield. Yard marker says 2nd down, should be 1st.
Yeah, that was a quarterback sweep all the way. They started on the far side of the field and swept over toward the North Sanpete side as they cut up field. A 4 or 5 yard gain, and then the hold brings it back. That is a spot foul.
Again, 2 receivers to each side. Jerome in the backfield by himself as Griffin goes under center. Going to send a man in motion left to right. That's Magleby. Griffin takes a snap, going to be another quarterback swoop to the outside, but stops the pass, look to his right, and he's going to get drilled before he could get rid of it. It's going to be a sack for North Sanpete. There, bringing him down was Isaac Peterson.
Yeah, and when North Sanpete played Carbon had a negative, I think, 14, 15 yards in that game. And I tell you what, this North Sanpete front four, very, very difficult to run against. Of course, Richfield was trying to pass and just did not have the time.
That takes him back to the 17 and makes it 2nd down and 23 yards now for Richfield. Griffin, shotgun formation, takes a snap, looks to his left, goes down to the middle, and that's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver on that one was Sebastian Wagner, and just good defense by North Sanpete.
Boy, there was a lot of banging going downfield between those two, and the pass hit him in the back. It looked like neither one of them were ready for the pass, and a lot of contact there.
So that'll make it now 3rd down and 23 for Richfield. Again, 2 receivers to each side. Jerome to the right of Griffin in the backfield. Griffin shotgun formation. He'll take the snap, drop back to pass, quick 3-step drop, goes down the left side of the field for Magleby, overthrows, nearly intercepted, but unable to haul that one in was Taylor Lee for North Sanpete.
Yeah, and it looked like that pass might have been intercepted. Magleby had a good seam out there, still would have been short of the 1st down, but a well-thrown pass there by Matt Griffith.
So that makes it 4th and 23. The punt team will come on for the Wildcats. Evan Jerome standing at about his own 2-yard line. Back to receive for the Hawks is both Jake Hadley along with Spencer Applegarth. Applegarth standing at about moving up now to the 50-yard line. Jerome will take the snap. Kick is up. Good end-over-end punt. Applegarth will catch it right at the 50-yard line going to his right. Good defense there by Magleby, able to cut him back in, and Magleby wraps him up and brings him down. Applegarth with nowhere to go. Jensen Magleby with a nice play on special teams.
Oh, that was a great tackle. Magleby just got down in a crotch position, just slid along where Applegarth was, and then came up and brought him down immediately.
But the bad news for Richfield is that North Sanpete starts in their territory just 2 yards in, but at the Richfield 48, again, field position.
Yes, and Richfield was hurt by the holding penalty on the first run from series there.
1st and 10 for North Sanpete from the Richfield 48-yard line. It's going to be Zach Lee, shotgun formation. To his left will be Waylon Atkinson. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Coach Thorson of Richfield said they're going to bring up one of those safeties to try to put some more pressure on Zach Lee. Lee takes a snap, drops back the pass, looking down the field, goes right down the middle of the seam, overthrown. It'll fall incomplete.
Well, interesting that time. Richfield brought both linebackers. Both of them came up to the line of scrimmage, and then one cut back to the center of the field, and the other one continued to blitz. So it was an interesting blitz.
And Coach Thorson said there's going to be some pressure in there. They're going to try to throw some different looks at Zach Lee. The intended target on that one was Trey Sorensen. Pass incomplete, makes it 2nd and 10. Applegarth now to the right of Lee in the backfield. Lee takes a snap, drops the pass, looks to his right, throws to the out route. That's going to be caught at the 40-yard line, and just getting the 1st down before being brought down was Jake Hadley. He's going to pick up 11 or 12 yards. Well, no, they're going to spot him down shy of the 1st down, say his knee touched at the 40, so it's going to be 2 yards shy.
And Jesse Ney was who made the tackle there. A nice tackle preventing a 1st down. And again, it's where the football is when you're tackled, when your knee hits the ground, not necessarily where you end up.
It looked like he dove forward before that knee hit, but clearly his knee must have hit at the 40-yard line. 3rd down and 2 now for the Hawks. Lee takes a snap, going to be a quarterback keeper to the left, cuts up the middle, gets the 1st down, trying to pick up a few more before he got hit. He's going to pick up 3. He needed 2 as he gets down to the 37-yard line.
And it looked like Richfield had a chance to stop him from the 1st down as a great hit there by, I believe it was Peterson who did that hit.
So a 3-yard gain for Zach Lee makes it 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line for North Sanpete in Richfield territory. 9:28 to go in the first quarter. No score between the Wildcats and the Hawks. Tonight's game brought to you in part for North Sanpete by Terry Brotherson Excavating.
And that's what makes this North Sanpete Hawk team so difficult. They can do a quarterback sneak. I think Richfield's got 12 men on the field. They're going to call illegal substitution on them.
I see 11. Nope, they're going to wave it off.
Yeah, see the umpire. You could see him counting, and that's what he thought he was. What he saw, he can always wave it off, and that was. They did wave it off.
So 1st and 10 for the Hawks. Riding the handoff, he gives it to Applegarth, hits the hole hard, but he's going to be brought down after a gain of about 5 yards on the carry.
And Applegarth, not a big running back, but very, very explosive. And it looked like he was going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage for a 1 or 2 yard pickup. And then all of a sudden you look, and he's picked up 6 yards.
Yeah, good 6-yard run for Applegarth, and he's full speed when he hits that hole. Got 2 receivers to each side for the Hawks. Applegarth to the right of Lee in the backfield, shotgun formation. Lee takes a snap, rides the handoff, gives it to Applegarth again. Big hole to run through, cuts back to the middle, gets across the 20, down to the 15. He's going to be brought down there, and a flag did come in. We'll see if it's a holding, block in the back, possible face mask as well on the defense.
Well, it's a hold. You could see that the way the umpire threw that he was going to call a hold on it, as Applegarth weaved one way and went back the other way.
And it is a hold. You are correct, and that will march him back. It looks like from the 22-yard line. It's rather going to march it back to the 32, so it only costs them a yard and a down. Not even a down, just a yard on the play.
I don't even think they're going to move the box. They didn't even move the box there. That didn't even cost them a yard.
So that makes it 2nd down and about 4.5 yards to go for the Hawks. Applegarth to the left of Lee. Lee drops the pass. Heavy rush coming from Richfield. Tripped up his legs, able to escape. Now throws deep down the right side and got a man open, but he couldn't hold on to it. Taylor Lee was coming in and just didn't come back quite far enough as it falls incomplete.
Richfield had 6 people they brought at the quarterback. Really helped create troubles down there. The receiver was alone, and then you looked, and Richfield had 3 defenders around the receiver at the 5-yard line. It's just that they were 5 yards away.
But a good defensive front there from Richfield. Make it 3rd down and just over 4 yards now for the Hawks. Crucial 3rd down here. 2 receivers to each side. Applegarth to the left of Lee. Lee will take the snap, drop the pass, look to his right, quick out route, has a man. That's going to be caught by Hadley. He tries to break one tackle, does, and he'll be brought down to the 20-yard line after a gain of about 12 yards. See for sure where they spot it. Looks like it's going to be right on the 20, so a 12-yard gain on the pass to Jake Hadley.
And Jake Luke with the tackle there for the Wildcats. Richfield's done a nice job of tackling. When they've gotten a hold of the North Sanpete receiver or running back, they have brought them down immediately. I've been impressed with their tackling.
And it looks like they spotted on the 19-yard line, so 1st and 10 from the 19 inside the red zone are the Hawks. 2 receivers to each side. Applegarth, nope, not Applegarth, he is now split out. It's going to be Atkinson in there. Quick hitch pass to Applegarth. He's going to be hit by Magleby. Breaks the tackle as he escapes in the backfield. Now being pursued by 3 or 4 Wildcats. Gets a block, and there comes the flag. Applegarth cuts to the outside, cuts back up the middle, gets across the 10, and down to the 5 is where he's brought down.
And
but a
that's
likely
going to
hold
be a
once
hold.
again.
He's calling a hold. I'll tell you what, I've done a lot of games this year, and we've seen 3 holds here in the first period. And I have not seen, that's an average of at least 12 in a ball game. I haven't seen that many holds in a game in a long time. They have shown they're going to call this very tight.
And this is a costly hold because it happens 7-8 yards in the backfield. So it's going to end up costing you 18 yards on the play, where had he been able to escape, if there wasn't a hold, that would have been a 1st down to the 5-yard line.
Well, I like what Richfield's doing. They're putting a lot of pressure on him. And Applegarth was hit again and broke 3. You can see how quick and deceptive he is.
They're going to spot it at the 37-yard line, so it is 1st and 28 for North Sanpete. Not the 1st down you want. 1st and 10 from the 37. Going to go 3 receivers split to the left. Applegarth, the inside receiver to the left. 1 receiver to the right. Zach Lee takes a snap, drops the pass, looks to his right, goes down the middle of the field. That's going to be overthrown over Sorensen. Pass falls incomplete, and that'll make it now 2nd down for the Hawks.
And Jesse Ney with great defense back there, right on the receiver. The ball well overthrown there. I tell you, Richfield's off to a nice start in this ball game.
7:26 to go in the first quarter. No score between North Sanpete and Richfield in this 3A South region game. North Sanpete 2nd down and 28 to go. Have to get to the 9 from the 38. Lee takes a snap. He's going to ride the handoff, give it to Applegarth to the outside on the far side of the field. Applegarth breaking tackles, cuts back up the middle. He'll get hit and dropped. right about at the original line of scrimmage, but it's going to be a big gain for the Hawks on second down.
And Mitch Harris with a saving touchdown run there. If Mitch doesn't make that tackle, Applegarth is gone, as he just darted in front of the North Sanpete sideline, and it looked like he was going to get past Richfield.
Going to be a 20-yard run down to the 18-yard line. That just makes it 3rd and 9. That's a little bit more manageable than 2nd and 29.
But I think Richfield will be happy with a 3rd and 9. At this point, you're going to, if you can hold them to a 3rd and 9, you're going to be happy most of the time.
2 receivers to each side. Applegarth to the left of Lee in the backfield. Going to take the snap, drop back to pass, look to his left, go to the in route, and off the hands, nearly intercepted. Magleby and Jerome had a chance to pick that one off after the tip, just couldn't quite haul it in. The pass intended for Trey Sorensen.
It was Trent Seeley who was the receiver
Trent
down there. Seeley was open along the 5-yard line, but when the ball went through his hands and up in the air, Richfield had a chance for the interception, and they just couldn't come up with it. Evan Jerome was going one way, and the ball went the other way.
So that makes it 4th down and 9, and the field goal unit comes on for North Sanpete. They're going to have the holder placed just across the 25-yard line, so you're looking at 35.5-yard field goal here for Taylor Lee. Snap is good, hold is down, kick is up from the right hash, and that is good. So North Sanpete strikes first with a 35-yard field goal. They lead it 3-0 with 6.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. You're listening to North Sanpete versus Richfield on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and on CentraCom Channel 10. We'll be back after this 60-second break.
Larson's Ace Hardware is your helpful place for satisfying lots of different appetites. Appetites for hardware, plumbing and building materials, paint, tools, electrical, housewares and small appliances, sporting goods including ammo, lawn and garden, toys and seasonal items, and, well, hey, just stop by the store and check it out for yourself. Oh yeah, while you're in the store, satisfy the biggest hunger of all, the grumbling in your tummy at Munchies. Check it out at Larson's Ace Hardware, the helpful place in Richfield.
Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant is always working hard to be your neighborhood grocer. And with items like their famous ugly steaks, I mean, how can something so ugly going on the grill taste so good coming off? And their homemade salsa and cowboy caviar are a hit anywhere they're served. And in the bakery, you'll find Terrell's own roll and scone dough that will brighten up any get-together. Plus, Terrell's prides itself on its produce department, where the finest and fresh produce at great prices can always be found. Drop in today for the best in prices and friendly service. Your neighborhood grocer, Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant.
Welcome back to Richfield High School. It's going to be Evan Jerome that receives the kick for the Wildcats from the 3-yard line. It goes right up the middle of the field, and he's going to get all the way to the 25-yard line, and a late flag comes in from the back judge. We'll see what the call is there. What would that call be coming from that position?
Well, generally you think it's going to be a face mask or a block in the back. I wouldn't guess we'd have another hold, and we do.
It is going to be a hold.
No, that was a block in the back.
Oh, yeah,
he didn't push his hand forward.
Block in the back is going to be the call. Jerome was took it out to the 25-yard line. They're going to march this back to the 15, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Richfield from their own 15-yard line. With 6:25 to go in the first quarter, they trail North Sanpete 3-0.
Interesting that the back judge was the one who threw it. He was way down the field around the 40-yard line. Yeah.
He's got an arm. He had to throw that flag 20 yards.
I'm not saying it wasn't the right call. I'm just saying that it's been an interesting positioning.
2 backs in the backfield with Griffin at shotgun formation. He'll take the snap, going to be the option, pitch it out to Magleby. Magleby gets to the 15, and that's all he's going to get is back to the line of scrimmage as he got forced out of bounds by the Hawks defense.
And the speed of those big linemen there for North Sanpete along there pushed Magleby out of bounds. Kyler swapped one of them, and that's a big fella there, and he moved down that line very quickly for North Sanpete.
Looks like they gave him a yard on the carry, went out of bounds at the 16, so 2nd down and 9 for Richfield. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Jerome and Magleby both in the backfield. Griffin will go under center. Now he's going to drop back to shotgun formation. He'll take the snap, fake the handoff, give the handoff up the middle to Jerome. Jerome breaking tackles. He'll be tripped up at just shy of the 25-yard line. Looks like he's going to be about a yard short of the 1st down.
What a great call. Richfield really sold that was going to go left, and it was just a quick dive up the middle and able to pick up about 8 yards on the carry.
So that'll make it 3rd and 1 after the 8-yard gain. Quick snap by Griffin. He hands off at the gut to Jerome, and he is drilled in the backfield. And there on the tackle for North Sanpete, a couple of players, Kyler Swap leading the way.
Boy, Swap's been a big force here early in this game. And this North Sanpete front four, very, very difficult to run against.
That makes it 4th and 1, and Coach Thorson thought about going for it, but it looks like he is going to bring the punt team out. This deep in your own territory, don't want to give any gifts to North Sanpete at this point.
But who would blame Richfield for trying anything they could? I mean, you're heavy underdogs. But I think this is a great decision.
Evan Jerome takes the snap. The punt is up. Another good end-over-end kick. And fair catch called for by Applegarth. And he's going to catch it and run it. And they must not have saw the fair catch that he threw the arm up. Applegarth to the far side of the field is going to get forced out of bounds. A flag will come in after the play. Maybe some extracurriculars there on the far side once they went out of bounds. Looked like he clearly called for a fair catch before letting that bounce.
Well, I didn't see it immediately. I was staying downfield with the punt and seeing the action there. And if he called a fair catch, the back judge obviously didn't see that. And that's what Richfield's down there. They're saying, hey, look, he called a fair catch down there.
It looked to me like he called the fair catch. The penalty ends up going against Richfield. Going to be an incidental contact with the face mask, a 5-yard penalty. That'll make it 1st and 10 for North Sanpete from the Richfield 45.
So Richfield with 3 penalties for 25 yards here in the first period.
5:06 to go in the first period. 3-0. North Sanpete leads Richfield. They're going to have Zach Lee go under center. Fullback is in place. They're going to hand it off to Applegarth, the tailback. Following that lead back, he has room to run, gets to the outside, jumps over one Richfield tackler before being brought down just shy of the 30-yard line. There on the tackle for Richfield, that was Ruger Hunt.
And as Peterson, it's actually Wyatt Peterson who made that tackle. There's 258s there.
Oh, yes, there is. Wyatt Peterson.
And Wyatt really did a nice job of coming off there. I know that Applegarth still had a big pickup there, but Richfield has made some saving tackles. In games that I've seen North Sanpete play, teams have not made those tackles, and he's gone all the way.
So that makes it 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line after the 14-yard gain. Again, I formation, going to hand it off to Applegarth. Applegarth, as he gets through the hole, is going to get dropped. Going to be a gain of 2, maybe 3 on the carry. Again, nice job with the Richfield front.
Yes, and big number 71, Joe Stewart, in on that tackle.
3-yard gain for Applegarth.
Well, maybe I had it wrong. I'll have to pick that up. Maybe sometimes I pick up a wrong number.
I think you had that right. But by the way, with that 14-yard gain a moment ago, that eclipsed 1,000 yards for this season for Spencer Applegarth. Second year in a row he's reached that plateau. Going to be a handoff to Applegarth again. Left side, he cuts back to the middle, gets across the 20, down to the 15, 10, 5, and he is at the corner. He's going to beat Magaboo there. Touchdown, North Sanpete.
And that 28-yard run, it just shows how Applegarth does a run. He cuts one way, he can really plant, and he's going left, plants and cuts right, and when he went right, there was just nobody there to bring him down.
That'll make it 9-0 PAT pending for the Hawks. With 3:57 to go, Taylor Lee on to kick the extra point. He already connected on a field goal. Snap is good, hold is down, kick is up, and that is good. So with 3:57 to go in the first quarter, it's North Sanpete 10, Richfield 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and simulcast on CentraCom Channel 10. We'll take a 60-second break.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking in Salina has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking's Big Blue trucks are recognizable throughout the Intermountain West, hauling products that keep this country running. Barney Trucking is honored to be a part of Central Utah and supports our local schools and community. When you're out on the roads, remember to drive safely. Barney Trucking of Salina, proud to support the high school teams this season.
Are you looking for comfort, quality, and reliability with your furniture, appliances, or electronics? That's exactly what you find at Beck's Home Furnishings in Mount Pleasant. Choose from a variety of Ashley furniture, Whirlpool and Maytag appliances, and quality electronics. So whether you're looking for a good night's sleep, relaxing in your favorite chair, having a pleasant family dinner, or getting the chores done, Beck's can help. Plus, Beck's has outstanding prices and special sales every week. Visit them today at 14 West Main in Mount Pleasant or online at shopbecks.com.
And welcome back to Richfield High School. Throughout tonight's game between North Sanpete and Richfield, for each side we'll be looking for our players of the game for the Hawks, brought to you by Cavalier Pizza, the offensive player of the game, the place for freshly made pasta, pizza, and a salad bar. The kick is up from North Sanpete. It's going to be Magleby that receives it at about the 7-yard line. He'll bring it out to the 20, try to cut to the outside, get to the sideline. Not going to get there as he's forced out of bounds just shy of the 25. And that was Trey Sorensen who was able to force him that way. And Magleby laying on his back still on the sideline. Not a good sign at all for Richfield.
Well, I'm going to teach you something here. This is going to be marked at the 25-yard line. Officials like to mark it on the line. You'll notice in college and it makes a lot better marked game for penalties and that. So quite often they put it on a hash only to start a series, not in the middle of a series. But when you start a series, you'll notice in pros, college, it's almost always on a hash or on the yard marker.
Now Magleby down.
Yeah, it didn't look like he was hit that badly.
Just a regular tackle.
Yeah, but he's definitely down.
He is off the field, so as far as the officials go, when do you proceed? He's about 2 or 3 yards off the field.
You're not going to proceed this until he's clearly away off the field.
With this injury, we will take a quick break. Hopefully everything will be okay with Jensen Magleby, and we'll let you know more if we know more when we come back. We'll take a 60-second break with North Sanpete leading Richfield 10-0.
Every night's like family night at Jorgensen Bowling Center and Herb's Place. When you want the best burger in town, you'll find it at Herb's Place. Got a birthday or special event? You'll find the facilities at Jorgensen Bowling Center and Herb's Place. If you want arcade games, you'll find them at Jorgensen Bowling Center. If you want a light show and cosmic bowling, hey, you'll find it at Jorgensen Bowling Center. Your family deserves the best. Your family or event is special to Jorgensen Bowling Center and Herb's Place, 980 South Coveview Road, Richfield.
The medical care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live. People in rural towns should receive the same high-quality medicine as those in the big cities. You can rest assured that Sanpete Valley Hospital provides their patients with the same high-quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. They provide many of the same services a large city hospital does, and they do it well, with a personal, hometown touch. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, healing for life.
10-0 is the score here with 3:52 to go in the first quarter. Jensen Magleby, one of the leading players for this Richfield Wildcats team, leading rusher, leading receiver this year. He is down on the sideline after a tackle on the kick return. He is sitting up, and it does appear to be a leg injury, but not sure to the extent of it.
And the MT is making their way over to here to see if there's some assistance they can do. It did not, again, look like that serious of a hit. It looked like, there are times when you say, ooh, that was just a vicious hit. And that one looked like a normal hit. It was a hard hit, make no mistake about it. But it didn't appear to be something that out of the extraordinary.
They do pull him to his feet. It looks like he's trying to apply some pressure on that leg. It looks like it's his right leg, maybe, I believe he's favoring. Can't see with a lot of Richfield players gathered around him. Once we know more, we'll be sure to pass that information along to you. Again, throughout tonight's game, we're looking for players of the game on each side. One of the players of the game brought to you by Jorgensen's Lanes and Herb's Place in Richfield. Bowling fun for the entire family at Jorgensen's Lanes. So Magleby is out, and he is favoring the right leg. They're helping him walk with assistance right now, trying to apply some pressure on it. And as we come back to the game, Griffin shotgun formation. Going to be 2 receivers to each side. He'll take the snap, drop back to pass, roll to his left, step up in the pocket, get hit, and he's dropped. It'll be a sack for North Sanpete. A couple of players in on the tackle there for the Hawks. It'll end up being a loss of about 3 or 4 yards on the play, back to the 21 or 22-yard line. And with that, Coach Thorson's going to call a timeout with 3:38 to go in the first quarter. It is North Sanpete 10, Richfield 0. You're listening to Richfield versus North Sanpete on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and simulcast on CentraCom Channel 10. We'll take a 60-second break.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones & DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, they're committed to servicing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, surveys and GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets and deadlines. Visit jonesanddemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones & DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
As temperatures become cooler outside, insects will be looking for someplace warmer to live, like inside your home. Spiders, ants, earwigs, and other bugs will take refuge in your kitchen, bathroom, bedrooms, and even closets. To protect your home, call EcoLife for a professional pest control barrier. EcoLife applies a smell-free, safe for the environment product to ensure you and your family are bug-free. All services are guaranteed. To schedule EcoLife to rid your home of bugs, call 283-6002. EcoLife is a proud supporter of Central Utah High School sports. And welcome back to Richfield High School. Robert Lovell with you alongside Rick Robinson. Before we came out of that timeout, Matthew Griffin did connect with Evan Jerome for a 4-yard pass to get back to the original line of scrimmage at the 25-yard line. That makes it 3rd and 10 now for Richfield. They're going to have 3 receivers to the right, 1 split to the left. Griffin under center with a 1 back in the backfield. He'll take the snap. Going to be a quick sweep out to the outside. Breaking 1 tackle is running back. He'll break another tackle, but he can't break the next one. On the carry there for Richfield was Jake Luke. And a good job by the North Sanpete defense. They just kept pursuing.
Yeah, it looked like Luke had some room to pick up yardage. Richfield with a net 2 yards running in this with the 3 possessions they've had on the ground.
And that will actually make it 0 after that 2-yard loss.
And so Richfield's just not able to have a running game. They've completed a few passes, most of them they've all been very short yardage.
And the running game was one of their issues last week as well against Canyon View. 4th down and just about 12. A flag flies on the snap for the punt. Shorter punt this time by Jerome. It'll bounce to the 45-yard line, take a Richfield bounce, and roll down to the 45 in North Sanpete territory. Let's see what the flag is on the far side of the field.
It's obviously against the offense, and I don't believe Richfield had enough men on the line of scrimmage because both wings threw the flag, and that's typically what happens. They didn't get enough men on the line of scrimmage. You have to have at least 7.
And so that is going to be the call on Richfield. Going to be declined, this will be the first time that North Sanpete starts on their own side of the field at their own 45-yard line.
So that is the 5th flag that's been called on Richfield tonight. 2 of them have been, I guess one of them waved off, and that one declined.
So 1st and 10 for the Hawks from their own 45-yard line. They lead 10-0 with 2:06 to go in the first quarter.
And the interesting part of this is the worst field position that North Sanpete's had to start a series, their own 45-yard line.
Going to be I formation for the Hawks. 1 receiver to each side. Lee takes a snap, going to hand off to Applegarth. Applegarth bouncing to the outside, gets to the edge, and he's off to the races down the far sideline. And he is gone down to the 20, 15, cuts back inside of the 10, 5. Touchdown, North Sanpete. Applegarth down the sideline, made 1 cut, and he was in the end zone.
This is the 3rd game I've seen North Sanpete play, and now that makes the 8th run of more than 50 yards I've seen Applegarth do. It's just incredible. He looks like he's stopped. It looked like Richfield had him the numbers to stop him at the 10-yard line, and he just weaves back the other way.
So that makes it now 16-0 after the 55-yard touchdown run with 1:54 to go in the first quarter. Taylor Lee on to kick the extra point. Snap is good. Hold is down. Kick is up, and it's going to be blocked. Getting through there for Richfield was Mason Holdaway.
And a nice block for Richfield. Now, if you're Richfield, you're down 16-0. I mean, obviously, that's not good, but there's still lots of time in this game, and Richfield's got to get the offense moving. That's really a factor. Defensively, they played well. They need some offense if they're going to be able to get back in this game.
16-0 is the score. North Sanpete with the lead over Richfield. 1:54 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a 30-second break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and CentraCom Channel 10.
You're busy, and we can help. At Skyline Pharmacy, we are pleased to introduce the first and only coordinated, once-a-month refill service in Sanpete County, the Skyline Medication Management Service. It is designed to help you maximize the positive benefits of your medication therapy, as well as save you time and money. Best of all, this service is free. By joining our program, we will automatically refill all of your maintenance medications on the same day, every month. Never worry about making multiple trips to the pharmacy ever again. Stop by today and ask about how we are continuing to help you take care of yourself and your family.
Back to Richfield High School as we go with 1:54 to go in the first quarter. It is 16-0. North Sanpete with the lead over the Wildcats. Taylor Lee on to kick it off, and back to receive the kick instead of Magleby. Let's see, is that, make sure I have this right, is that
yes,
Trenton Nutley?
Yes. Well,
It's going to be Jerome who goes to catch it. He dropped it, though, between his arms, able to pick it up at about the 15-yard line. But because of the drop, he really had nowhere to go.
It was Joe Stewart.
Joe Stewart that was back to receive.
Wait, no, that's Trent Nutley.
Yeah, Trent Nutley.
Yeah, I have a 71 over a different one. I had it wrong. That is Trent Utley.
Trent Nutley, so the big man back to receive.
Yeah, and see, Trent has quarterbacked before, so he's really quite nimble, and he was a tight end to start the season. So Trent is very, very capable. And Trent, they needed him on the line of scrimmage, and so they moved him into the line. So, no mystery that he'd be one you'd put back there.
So Richfield starts on their own 20. It'll be handoff to Luke up the gut, and he has nowhere to go. Hit hard as he got back to the line of scrimmage and driven back. His forward progress will put him, looks like they're going to give him a gain of a yard up to the 21. And North Sanpete just filled that hole in a hurry. So Jake Luke with the 1-yard gain makes it now 2nd down and 9, and it looks like the box are not going to move. The ball is moved, but the box is not.
Richfield has yet to pass their own 30-yard line in this game. The one time they did pass it, they had a penalty and brought it back.
Now they move the box, 2nd down and 9 for the Wildcats. Griffin shotgun formation, 2 backs in the backfield. He'll take the snap, fake the handoff, pitch it out to Jerome on the outside. Jerome, a flag comes in. He'll get a block out to the 20, and he'll be forced out of bounds at the 22-yard line. He'll pick up a yard if it stands, with the flag likely a hold.
Oh, I think it's against North Sanpete. I saw something there. We'll see if that's what the call is.
It's 2nd and 9. He picked up a yard maybe. It is going to be a personal foul, hit to the head on North Sanpete.
Yeah.
You called it, Rick.
Yes, and the reason I saw that, I saw the North Sanpete player showing some disgust with the referee, and they're really, one of the key emphasis this year is contact to the head because of concussions. It's going to continue that way, so it's not just this year. It started several years ago, but this year really emphasized even more.
They're going to bring it out to the 36-yard line, so 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. From the 36, they've crossed the 30 now, Rick.
And that's going to be the 3rd penalty on North Sanpete, and 35 yards worth of penalties. Richfield gets their first down of the ball game.
52 seconds to go in the first quarter. Richfield trails 10-0. Griffin under center, takes a snap, going to give the handoff to, that's going to be Holdaway. Holdaway breaks a tackle, gets to the outside, gets to the 40, loses the football out of bounds. It goes, so it doesn't cost him anything, and they're going to spot it at the 40. They're going to give it to him at the 42-yard line, so it's going to be a gain of 6 yards on the carry for Holdaway.
Yeah, and Holdaway looked like he was stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and he did just what you teach you to do. He spun out of the tackle, then veered right. And Holdaway had some nice runs against South Sevier. I did see the Richfield-South Sevier game, and a very capable runner for the Wildcats.
See if they get this play off. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Griffin shotgun formation, 2 receivers to each side. 1 back in the backfield next to him, down to 3 seconds left in the quarter. They're going to move some people around, and they're not going to get it off. The first quarter will come to an end with North Sanpete leading Richfield 16-0. We'll take a 60-second break and come back with quarter number 2 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and simulcast on CentraCom Channel 10.
Visit your Sanpete Valley Conoco in Moroni, where you'll find courteous service at the convenience store and the world-famous Sanpete barbecue turkey sandwiches. Sanpete Valley Conoco is the place for refreshing frazzles, irresistible treats, delicious pizza, and the only place to get the new Yo Cream. Yogurt's only creamier with lots of toppings, and the new Boba Bursts, a new experience in eating ice cream. They also serve all of Central Utah with bulk fuel, oil, and lube delivery, whether in the drum or bucket. Visit Sanpete Valley Conoco at the junction of highways in Moroni.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is the Central Utah leader in plumbing, waterworks, turf, and ag irrigation. Mountain Land Supply features an entire line of Rainbird sprinklers and systems for your yard or commercial property and backs it up with an extremely knowledgeable staff that cares about the local community because they live here. Visit them at 2104 South Red Hills Drive in Richfield or call for a showroom appointment 435-896-9606. Mountain Land Supply is proud to sponsor high school sports and wishes the teams, coaches, and players success.
And welcome back to Richfield High School. As we start quarter number 2, it's North Sanpete leading the Wildcats 16-0. And it is 2nd down and 4 for Richfield near midfield, right 42-yard line. Griffin shotgun formation, takes a snap, fakes the handoff up the middle, going to be the option. He'll pitch it out to Holdaway again. Holdaway trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, not going to do so. He'll go out of bounds at about the 41-yard line and lose a yard on the carry.
And I saw Evan Jerome over on the sideline too. So not only is Jensen Magleby out with a leg, Evan Jerome is being worked on there, and those are two very key players for this Richfield team.
Two of their weapons that Coach Thorson has referred to them as weapons throughout this year. After the 2-yard loss back to the 40, it makes it now 3rd down and 6 for Richfield. Griffin, shotgun formation, 2 receivers to each side, and a hard count by Griffin, and he got 2-3 Hawks to jump.
We have to see the officials will come together, and they'll make sure they're in agreement who it was on, and the umpire steps off the penalty.
So that'll make it now 3rd down and 1 for the Wildcats. From the 45-yard line. Need to get to the 46. They're at the 45.
And Richfield's actually moved the football from their own 20-yard line out to the 45-yard line. By far their best offensive possession of the evening.
Quick score update for you. Manti leads Delta 15-8 in the second quarter. 3rd and 1. Griffin takes a snap. Going to be a quarterback keeper up the gut, and he has nowhere to go. Got hit hard in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of 1, maybe 2 yards on the carry. Good job by the North Sanpete defense.
I don't know if you saw it, but the defensive end on this side of North Sanpete got a nice lean early. Now, we don't have a great angle, but he really timed that perfectly.
So that'll make it 4th down and 3. Midfield down 16-0. You go for it?
Well, if I were Richfield, I would.
And that's what Coach Thorson's going to do as they come out of the huddle. 2 receivers to each side. Let's see if they go with the hard count. Griffin in shotgun formation, trying to get North Sanpete to jump. They're not biting. Looking at the sideline, now he'll take the call from Coach Thorson, and has his hands in the air, and then the flag will come in.
And that's going to be a delay of game.
Yep, delay of game. Not on the same page.
Well, no, I think Richfield wanted to draw them off sides. I don't think Richfield cared about the delay of game, if you want to know the truth. I think that was their plan. They never intended to run the play, and they figured they'd just take the delay of game.
Take the 5-yard penalty, now drop back to punt it as they couldn't get North Sanpete to bite on the hard count. That'll make it 4th down and 7 now for Richfield. And again, Jerome's on the sideline. He's their punter. And so now Coach Thorson's going to call a timeout because there was clearly some confusion there offensively for the Wildcats there as they came out of that last huddle. With the timeout, we'll take a 30-second break. 11:08 to go in the first quarter. North Sanpete 16, Richfield 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Simulcast on CentraCom Channel 10.
State Farm Insurance and Financial Services is your best choice for dependable insurance coverage and finance options. Local agent Danny Dykes in Moroni offers all types of insurance, as well as State Farm Financial Services, where you're able to finance your dreams through State Farm Bank. State Farm also offers the Pocket Agent app for smartphones and the new Drive Safe and Save discount. Visit your local State Farm Insurance and Financial Services office in Moroni. Phone 800-347-8601. That's 800-347-8601.
11:08 to go in the first half. It is 16-0. North Sanpete with the lead over Richfield. And Richfield, you could probably say their best 2 players on the sideline right now with injuries. Jensen Magleby and Evan Jerome both out of the game right now. And now it's going to be Trent Utley who is back to punt for the Wildcats. And they only have 10 guys on the field as one of their linemen just ran off, and now they're going to send Hatch onto the field in a hurry. Jaron Hatch making his way out there to make that number 11.
Yeah, and Richfield with the injuries, I'm sure some of those players play. They're just trying to make sure they fill in the slots.
Utley takes a snap. He's rolling, looking to pass. And
he's
going to keep it himself. He's down to the 40, 45, and he's got the first down as he goes out of bounds.
What a great call. Put Utley, who has punted before, very capable, and Utley rumbled his way for the 8-yard pickup.
And he's going to pick up the first down with that pickup down out to the 48-yard line. We're going to give him 9 yards on the carry for Trent Utley on the fake punt.
And that's going to be the second first down here for the Wildcats on the evening. And both of them have come on this drive that started at their own 20-yard line.
10:59 to go in the first half, 16-0 North Sanpete. Another score update, this one brought to you by Central Valley Medical Center. Canyon View leads Juab at the end of the first quarter, 14-6. Delta now leads Manti 16-15. Griffin takes a snap, gives the handoff right up the gut to Luke, and he's got nowhere to go as he'll be driven back after about a gain of 1 to the 49-yard line.
And it's Enterprise over South Severe 21-0. Beaver over Grand 14-0. San Juan leading North Severe 14-0, and Morgan over Carbon 21-0.
That Delta Manti game, another 3A South battle, is with 6:07 left in the second quarter. Delta appears to be a team that is getting better each week. Gave Juab everything they could handle last week, now leading Manti in the second quarter.
Well, I saw Delta play North Sanpete, and I was impressed with Delta. That's a good Delta team. They're young, so they're getting better.
And still looking for that first win of the year. Griffin under center, 2nd and 9. He'll take the snap, hand off to the left side, hitting the hole hard as Luke, powering forward. He's going to get about 3 or 4 yards on the carry. I liked the way he hit that hole about as hard as he could go.
Yeah, what Luke did is he didn't just stop when he got hit. He still turned his feet and pushed his way forward, and that was a 2 or 3 yard pickup at the end just by his determination to pick up yardage.
Going to be a 5-yard gain on the carry for Luke, make it 3rd down and 4, and for the first time tonight, Richfield is in North Sanpete territory down to the 47-yard line. Griffin under center, one back in the backfield, 2 receivers to each side. He'll take the snap, hand off again, a flag will fly, and Luke got a little bit antsy over on his tippy toes.
Well, that's not a dead ball, though. I don't know why the guy on this side, it'd have to be a lineman because the back can get reset. And you don't blow it dead. There had to be a lineman that he saw because you don't blow it dead when a back's in motion.
That's true.
And
they will march him back 5 yards, though, with that penalty and make it 3rd down and 9. Costly penalty there for Richfield.
Yes, that was a very painful penalty. And the back can get reset. Even though he may move early, if he gets set for a full count, then it's not a penalty.
3rd down and 9 for the Wildcats. 2 receivers to each side, one back in the backfield. Griffin under center. He'll take the snap, fake the handoff, drop the pass, look to his left, now step up, gets hit from behind, and he's pulled down. It looked like he was going to have some room to step up in the pocket, but there to bring him down for North Sanpete. Let's get a number on that. It looks like that was Joseph Thane with the tackle.
Yeah, and this North Sanpete front continues to really, really make Richfield pay if they miss an assignment. I've been impressed with this front of North Sanpete.
Going to be a loss of 6 yards on the carry, make it 4th and 15 now, on the sack, I should say. So Utley on to kick it away for the Wildcats. Back to receive is Applegarth. Applegarth standing at about the 27-yard line. Utley takes a snap. Going to be a high punt, and the wind bringing this one back. It'll bounce at the 43. It does take a Richfield bounce down to the 40-yard line. And so it'll be North Sanpete football at their own 40-yard line.
And you want to bet me where they place it?
Well, they're placing it right on the 40.
Well, yeah.
Well, no, look, the other official coming up and saying it looked like it was on the 41 to me.
Yeah, but look where they placed the football.
40-yard line is where it's at for North Sanpete with 8:29 to go in the second quarter.
I got to have a little fun with you here, Robert.
Well, you're the official. I'll take your word for it.
Well, anyway.
1st and 10 from the 40 for the Hawks. They lead 16-0. 8:29 to go in the first half. One receiver wide to each side, tight to the left. A stacked I formation. They're going to pitch it out to Applegarth with the sweep. Applegarth room to run, got a couple of blocks. He's across the midfield down to the 45, cuts back at the 40. He broke a tackle down to the 35-yard line, still on his feet, and now he'll be driven back. And with that, they will whistle it dead. His forward progress, though, going to be inside the 40-yard line down to the 39. A big 21-yard run for Spencer Applegarth.
And what a great block out there by North Sanpete lineman. I'm looking, he's not on my other program. It was Colton Hermanson with a terrific block out on the end that really sprung that play. Then he hustled downfield, and he made another block. I saw him put 2 blocks on that. I just give credit to Hermanson helping on that play for North Sanpete.
Officials timeout as the Whitecap calls it. Now they're going to get situated and into their positions. 8:11 to go in the first half. Canyon View Juab, by the way, right now those two teams in first place in the region. They're now tied at 14 with 10 minutes left in the second. That score update brought to you by DP Curtis Trucking. Down to 8 minutes to go in the half. Split eye. Lee takes a snap, going to hand off to Applegarth. Applegarth goes left, cuts back to the right, breaks one tackle, gets to the 35, down to the 30, cuts back inside, down to the 25, and he'll dive forward to about the 21, maybe 22. 2 flags come in late. See what the call is there. The ball's at the 22-yard line. It's a 17-yard gain if it stands.
And it was a late flag, and I saw him talking to a North Sanpete player. I don't know if they saw something with Richfield. He was mad at the Richfield players, and now they're huddling here.
7:49 to go in the first half. The officials all coming together. The ball is at the 22. Again, it's a 17-yard gain if it stands.
And we've seen 10 flags so far here in the first half. So if you think there's been a lot of flags, you're correct.
There's been a lot of flags. And the Whitecap now will make his way over and to make the call.
It's a dead ball, personal foul.
Personal foul on Richfield, so tack that on after the play. So a 17-yard gain for Applegarth. Now you're going to add 15, or do they go half the distance at the 22? So they'll march it down to the 11-yard line. And 1st and 10 from the 11 for North Sanpete. The Hawks, though, are going to call timeout with 7:49 to go in the first half. It's North Sanpete 16, Richfield 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and simulcast on CentraCom Channel 10. We'll take a 30-second break.
AmeriGas Propane is America's #1 propane supplier. Why? Because AmeriGas Propane of Central Utah is the most reliable, safest, and responsive propane service. Your AmeriGas drivers go the extra mile to offer service you can rely on. AmeriGas Propane of Richfield features a local staff that serves you 24/7. Don't put a price on your family safety. Call today, 435-896-5071, 896-5071. It's never too late to save on propane. Lock in your price and ask about their monthly payment program. Go to AmeriGas.com.
And we welcome you back here to Richfield High School. 7:49 to go in the half, 16-0. North Sanpete with the lead over the Wildcats. And after the personal foul on Richfield, it makes it so North Sanpete has 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Deep in Richfield territory are the Hawks, already with that 16-0 lead.
And Richfield so far now has had 7 penalties for 46 yards on them. And that's
costly penalties.
That's
and
here
some
in the
of them
first
come
half.
big time.
And North Sanpete's had 3 penalties for 35 yards.
1st and 10 from the 11 for the Hawks. Looks like they're going to have one receiver wide to the right. That will be Trent Seeley. Going to be tight on the left are the Hawks. Split eye, one receiver wide to the left as well. That'll be Taylor Lee. Lee under center. He'll take the snap. Quick pitch out to Applegarth. Applegarth going to make cut back inside, and he'll be brought down eventually by 3 or 4 Wildcats. Making the play there to turn that one in, though, for Richfield was McKay Lewis.
Yeah, and Lewis did a nice job of grabbing the feet, slowed him up, saved a touchdown for Richfield. And you say, well, they're close enough, they're going to score anyway. But my belief when you're playing there, you never know if there's a fumble or anything. So you do anything to keep a team from scoring, no matter who, whether you're North Sanpete or Richfield.
And if nothing else, you'd like to hold them to a field goal. 1-yard gain on the carry for Applegarth. Now Lee is going to be in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the right. He'll drop the pass, look to the left. Now come back to the middle, throw across to Applegarth. And right through his hands. He had it, didn't quite hold on long enough as it slipped through and falls incomplete.
And what a great pass by Lee, though. Lee, very poised, had no pressure on him. There still wasn't anybody within 5 yards of him when he let loose of the football.
And that's different from what we saw earlier, where Richfield was routinely bringing 4, 5, 6 guys at him. 6:56 now to go in the half.
Well, Evan Jerome, one of the
That's
linebackers, is a factor. Jensen Magleby, also, those 2 players see a lot of defense.
Going to be 1 receiver to the left, 2 receivers to the right, and now they're going to change things up and bring Matthew Ricks back into the backfield and have Applegarth go to the right. They're going to fake the handoff to Ricks. Pump fake by Applegarth. Flags come flying in, or by Lee, in the backfield. He'll throw to the end zone. That's going to be caught, but coming out to catch it, and it's fumbled in the end zone. Richfield picks it up. Richfield has the football. They try to bring it out, and they'll be brought down shy of the 5-yard line. A strange sequence of events there.
Yes, and North Sanpete did not get set. When they came up the line of scrimmage, Applegarth never got totally set before they snapped the football. I'm sure that's what the penalty is.
Let's see what the call's going to be here. The catch, by the way, was Taylor Lee. He was in the end zone originally, came out to catch the ball shy of the end zone. Ball got punched loose. Richfield recovered it, and the ball right now is spotted at about the 3-yard line for the Wildcats, or 2-yard line, so they'll be with a tough field position if they cover it, but you'll take that fumble recovery over anything else.
And maybe I'll be wrong on the penalty, but it was the wing who threw it, and I thought, I wonder why they didn't. There was a motion there, and now the White Hat's going to come over here. Yeah, and it was a motion.
Yeah, that is going to be the call. Oh, and they call one on Richfield as well. Defensive pass interference on Richfield.
And so they'll offset.
And that'll make it now.
So that's
3rd down and 9 for the Hawks.
That's
from the 10.
not yardage. I'm sorry, I'll let you go.
No, you're good. So no yards on that one, and that defensive pass interference obviously not good for Richfield as they had a fumble recovery there. 3rd and 9 from the 10-yard line. Lee under center, split eye. He'll take the snap, fake the handoff to the left. Now give it to Applegarth. Applegarth, huge hole to run through, and he's easily in the end zone for a 10-yard touchdown.
Is he not fun to watch? He just is terrific running back, and I don't care who you root for. Applegarth is just a joy to watch. He is so quick and shifty. What a great run.
10-yard touchdown run for Applegarth makes it 22-0 for North Sanpete with 6:36 in the first half. They lead Richfield. See if they're going to go for the PAT or go for 2 here. And it looks like they're going to go for 2 to make up for that blocked PAT. So they're going to have 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Lee, shotgun formation with Applegarth to his right. Going to be tight on the right as well. Going to send a man in motion left to right. He'll take the snap, going to roll to his right, look into the end zone, throw back, and that's going to be caught. Is he in the end zone? Yes, he is. 2-point conversion is complete to Trey Sorensen. That makes it now 24-0. North Sanpete with the lead over Richfield with 6:36 to go in the second quarter on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and simulcast on CentraCom Channel 10. We'll be back after this 60-second break.
Terry R. Brothers Excavating and TRB Rock Products offers aggregate products for any of your road construction needs, including road base and a selection of crushed rock products. TRB Rock Products also has landscaping products, topsoil, reject sand, and an eye-catching red landscaping rock. They also do commercial and residential construction, basements, water lines, sewer lines, septic tanks, and perk tests. Get a free estimate at 462-3954. TRB Rock Products, a proud supporter of North Sanpete Athletics.
DP Curtis Trucking is a family-oriented business that works hard to get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis is hiring reliable drivers with starting wage at 40 cents per mile, going to 42 cents after 90 days. Additional pay for tarps, drops, picks, and additional trailers. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, and bonuses, and more. If you'd like to join the DP Curtis family, call for details, 435-893-2886. That's 893-2886, or click dpcurtis.com.
Now with Evan Jerome out of the game for Richfield, as we welcome you back to Richfield High School, they're going to put the quarterback, Matthew Griffin, back to receive the kicks, along with Trent Utley. Taylor Lee on to kick it off for the Hawks. Going to be a shorter kick this time. That'll be received by the up back to the 20-yard line. He has some room to run on the outside. Cuts back to the middle, gets to the 35-40, and he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. That was Sebastian Wagner bringing that one back for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and Sebastian was just excited. You could see when he had the football. He said, they kicked me the football. I'm going to run this thing. And Sebastian knew what to do with it. He muscled his way through a couple tacklers and got out to the 42-yard line. Best field position of the day for Richfield. Their previous best position was at the 30-yard line, their first possession of the game. 21 unanswered points by Juab. They lead Canyon View at 21-14 with 7.5 minutes left in the second quarter. That score update brought to you by Zions Bank in Richfield. 2 receivers to the... Nope, they're going to go trips to the left, 1 to the right with Griffin shotgun formation. 1 back in the backfield. They'll send Holdaway in motion. Griffin takes a snap, going to be rolling to his right. Looking down the field, trying to cut up. Now he does cut up, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Might have picked up 1 to the 43, but it looks like they're going to leave it at the 42-yard line, so no gain on the carry for Griffin. It looked like a student body sweep to the right side, and Griffith might have been tackled for a 2 or 3 yard loss. Then he cut upfield. It appeared he might have a little room, but North Sanpete closed that hole immediately right at the line. 6 minutes to go in the half now, 24-0. North Sanpete leading Richfield. Coming up after the second quarter, we'll have the new Charter University halftime show. We'll give you some first half stats, the drive charts, and also let you know some other scores throughout the state. 2 receivers to each side. Griffin shotgun formation. He'll take the snap, drop the pass, look to his left, go on the slant route. That's going to be caught at the 50-yard line and trying to power forward for the Wildcats. Ball came loose. North Sanpete has it. They took it out of his hands and off to the races.
that's going to be Taylor Lee with the fumble recovery and touchdown. No flags in the field. Coach Thorson looking for an explanation, and not going to be one, as North Sanpete takes that one back 52 yards for the defensive touchdown.
Well, Jackson Thalman with a nice catch. He was really hit, I thought maybe a little early, came down with a reception with a guy on him, and then North Sanpete's tough defense able to come up with a turnover.
So that makes it now 30-0 for North Sanpete, and this time Lee is on to kick the extra point after the defensive touchdown. Snap is good, hold is down, kick is up, and that will be no good. Missed it wide to the left. So with 5:28 to go in the first half, it is North Sanpete 30, Richfield 0. We'll be back after this 60-second break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, simulcast on CentraCom Channel 10.
Have you heard? Central Valley Medical Center is now providing orthopedic surgery. That's right, Dr. Joel Holman is a full-time orthopedic surgeon practicing in Nephi. You no longer need to drive to the Wasatch Front for hip replacement, knee replacement, fracture care, hand surgery, and general orthopedic care. Dr. Holman completed a residency in general orthopedics and a fellowship in hand surgery at the U of U and sees patients in the Nephi Medical Clinic inside Central Valley Medical Center. Call 435-623-3633, 623-3633.
At Zions Bank, they haven't forgotten who keeps them in business. It's you. While Zions Bank has offices in 10 western states, you are still number one. From checking and savings to business and personal loans, Zions Bank now offers its customers online banking services. Zions Bank is a leader in providing electronic banking services. If you haven't seen what Zions Bank has to offer you, stop in today. Zions Bank in Richfield, 55 West, 100 North, behind the post office.
5:28 to go in the first half. It's 30-0 at North Sanpete leads Richfield. The kick is up, a good one this time by Lee, and that's going to go into the end zone, so that'll bring it out to the 20-yard line for Richfield with 5:28 to go in the first half.
Some scores to pass along. Rich beat Wayne today, 34-6. It is Kanab over Milford, and that's a good Milford team, 21-0. ALA leading Gunnison 14-0. South Summit over Summit Academy 21-0. Enterprise leads South Sevier 21-0. Beaver 28-0 over Grand, and San Juan now leads North Sevier 28-0.
Those scores updates brought to you by Mount Pleasant, Fairview, and Moroni. Towns inside the North Sanpete School District. 5:28 to go in the first half. There was a flag on the play. Let's see if it's some extracurriculars after the play. See what the call is here. The 4 officials are meeting in the middle of the field right now. Now the Whitecap will make his way out of the huddle. Looks like they're trying to verify the field position here.
Well, so far in this ball game, Richfield has had 7 penalties for 35 yards. And now they're going back and rehuddling down the field.
And the one official that was not in the huddle, they're conferring with him now. And it's going to be a personal foul, face mask on Richfield.
And
unsportsmanlike conduct on North Sanpete. First down for Richfield. They're going to march it back.
How many yards on that?
Looks like they're going to take it half the distance to the goal down to the 10-yard line. So now they're going to bring it back 5 more out. That's what I was. No, they're going to bring it all the way back out to the.
Well, one was a live ball and one was a dead ball. So
okay,
what they did is
they took the 10 and then they brought it back out 15 for the unsportsmanlike.
And that becomes the 8th penalty on Richfield here in the first half for 45 yards. For North Sanpete, that will be the 5th penalty for 50 yards.
All right, Rick, tell me this. Did that umpire just feel like he walked 10 extra steps or nothing?
Well, you got to present it so they understand it.
Trips to the right, 1 to the left. Griffin will take the snap. Quick pitch out to the outside to Holdaway. Holdaway hitting the backfield. Flag will come in. He's going to be dropped for a loss of 4 yards on the carry. Maybe 5 back to the 20, but a flag did come in.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to see a lot of hankies yet. How many have we seen so far? 8. Let's see, North Sanpete 5, 13, 14. That's the 15th penalty here in the first half.
And it is going to be on Richfield. They're asking Coach Wilson for North Sanpete if he wants to take the penalty or not. Looks like it's a block in the back. We're trying to read the signals from the backside of the Whitecap.
Yeah, we'll see.
Looks like they
It is a block in the
declined the penalty. Blocking the back, they declined it. That'll make it 2nd and 15 after the 5-yard loss on the carry by Holdaway.
And that's the 9th penalty here in the first half on Richfield.
By the way, tonight is also the halftime kick on the Eagle 94.5. Griffin takes a snap, roll to his right, goes down the field. He has Holdaway. That's going to be caught across the 40-yard line before he gets pushed out of bounds. And it's a first down for the Wildcats. No flags on the field. That's going to be a 21-yard gain out to the 41-yard line.
And what a nice pass play. What a nice reception by Holdaway. The Wildcats executed that very nicely.
Give you a quick idea of who's going to be kicking the halftime kick, brought to you in part by Zions Bank. Cade Jensen and Corey Morrison. They've been selected for the Zions Bank halftime kick here at halftime of this game. Got a chance to win $2,000. Can't beat that. 2 receivers to each side for the Wildcats. Griffin takes a snap, throws a fade to the outside. Wagner went up for it, but the pass was underthrown. He did, though, knock it out of the hands of the defense.
The umpire, you missed this. The umpire lofted the flag over all the linemen, both the North Sanpete and Richfield, and lofted it so it landed over in the back. He's trying to place it where he thinks what he called took place.
Let's see what the flag is. It's going to be a personal foul face mask on North Sanpete, likely happening on the quarterback at that point, wouldn't it?
Well, it could be the lineman. I tell you, there's a lot of bad blood on this line right now between these two teams. And if you're North Sanpete or Richfield, you just want to play and make sure no one gets tossed because it just causes lots of problems.
And it's the 15-yard variety face mask, so 15 yards, and it's a Richfield first down to the 44-yard line in North Sanpete territory.
Well, it's really kind of the story of the game here, other than the score.
Griffin takes a snap. He's going to roll to his right, look down the field, the pass, throw down the field, into coverage, and that's going to be picked off by North Sanpete there to make the catch for the Hawks. That was Trent Seeley. And another flag on the field. Give you some more score updates when we get to the new Charter University halftime show. But with all these penalties, it's taken its time to get to the halftime.
Well, let's see, we have 15-16. That's going to be the 17th penalty here in the first half. I've heard about these kind of games where you get up in the high 30s for penalties, but, the last time I was like this was down in Beaver once.
Not one that you call. It's going to be a personal foul on Richfield.
Yep.
And so that'll give North Sanpete 15 yards after the interception. Again, Seeley with the interception for the Hawks. And this is going to march North Sanpete out to looks like the 27-yard line is where they're going to spot it. So with 4:50, North Sanpete takes over in the second quarter on their own 27-yard line. Their worst field position of the day, by the way, comes via a turnover. 1st and 10 for the Hawks. One receiver wide to the right. That's Seeley, the individual who intercepted the pass. One receiver wide to the left, tight to the left, split eye. Lee takes a snap. He's going to give the handoff to Applegarth. Applegarth waits for the hole to open and hit it hard. He's off to the races, to the 50, down to the 40, and he is gone. Touchdown, Spencer Applegarth and the North Sanpete Hawks. That one is going to go for 73 yards.
And that becomes the 9th time in 3 games that I've watched him that he's had a run over 50 yards. I'm telling you, it's just incredible to watch him run.
And that one right there, he didn't just take the ball and go to the hole. You saw him hold up in the backfield to let that play develop. When the hole opened up, he hit it hard.
Applegarth, very impressive runner.
That makes it 36-0. PAT pending for the Hawks. Lee on to kick the extra point, and Holdaway across the line in a hurry. He was trying to time that cadence and got a little bit anxious.
Well, that becomes the 11th penalty on Richfield here in the first half. North Sanpete with 6 penalties.
And the Hawks they'll march that half the distance to the goal, and looks like they're still just going to kick the extra point. Not going to change anything. 36-0. North Sanpete with the lead over Richfield. Snap is good. Hold is down. Kick is up. And that is no good. Looks like Richfield might have got a piece of that one as it came
you
up
got to
short.
give Holloway credit. I mean, he got called for the offside, and he still came in, and he dove, and I'm not so sure he didn't get a part of it.
I think he got a piece of it. That would be his second blocked field goal attempt, or PAT attempt of the night for Holdaway. But after the missed PAT, it's 36-0. North Sanpete with the lead over Richfield with 4:37 to go in the first half. We'll take a 60-second break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, simulcast on CentraCom Channel 10.
The mayor, city council, and residents in the cities of Mount Pleasant, Fairview, and Moroni wish the North Sanpete Hawks the best of luck this season. The entire community is proud to support North Sanpete High School in preparing the future leaders of Sanpete County. They're committed to ensuring that area youth are provided the best opportunities to learn the important lessons of life through academics and athletic competition. Good luck to the players, coaches, faculty, staff, and student body from the cities of Fairview, Moroni, and Mount Pleasant.
New Holland's T7 Series tractors from Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora deliver more power but lower your operating costs. Talk about a great combination. These 100 to 195 PTO horsepower tractors feature engines with EcoBlue SCR engine technology. They breathe better for more complete combustion and deliver cleaner power, increased torque, and enhanced fuel economy. Stop by Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora and learn more about the T7 Series tractors from New Holland.
Kickoff is up for North Sanpete, and that one's going to go into the end zone and bring it out to the 20-yard line. Oh, no, it goes out of bounds on the far side.
Yeah.
Yes, it did. It goes out of bounds on the far side, so it'll be a flag that will come in. Another flag, surprise, surprise, surprise. And it'll be Richfield ball on the 35-yard line after the penalty.
Well, the last two we've seen have been pretty obvious. Richfield jumped on that one, and that one goes out of bounds. I mean, those are pretty obvious flags. What's interesting to me is the referee has to put in all the penalties of every play, of every official, the time he put it in. It's a very detailed thing you put in after every game. He's going to be forever putting these penalties in tonight.
Well, now, I think he just called a personal foul on Richfield. Hit to the head.
Well, yeah, they must
They have it spotted at the 10-yard line.
So maybe it did go. Maybe it did go out of bounds. So I mean, in the end zone.
In the end zone, yeah.
And you're probably right.
And so then the personal foul marches at half the distance of the goal, and that'll make it 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line for the Wildcats with 4:32 to go in the first half. And they trail 36-0.
That becomes the 12th penalty on Richfield here in the first half.
Griffin takes a snap, going to be a design quarterback sweep. He's going to pick up some yards as he gets pushed out of bounds, shy of the 20-yard line.
You know, that was very, very close. Hit out of bounds. I don't know if you watched that, but this game, as tight as they've called it.
Looks like they're going to give him a 5-yard gain on the carry out to the 15.
I'm not encouraging, though, in asking them to throw more flags because they certainly have thrown plenty.
Once again, coming up, we'll have the new Charter University halftime show complete with drive charts, first half stats, and also score updates throughout Central Utah and the state. 3:45 to go in this first half, 36-0. North Sanpete leads Richfield. Going to go trips to the left, 2 receivers to the right for the Wildcats. Griffin by himself in the backfield. He'll take the snap, roll to his left. Going to be another design quarterback sweep, and he gets to the edge. He'll pick up 3 or 4 yards before being driven out of bounds. Let's see where they give him the spot. I think it's going to give it to him about at the 19-yard line and be a yard shy of the first down. That's going to be the case. So a 4-yard gain for Griffin on back-to-back quarterback sweeps.
And Kyler Swap, the big tackle out there, running him down, barely getting on his jersey, able to bring him down.
3rd and 1 now for the Wildcats. Again, so if you're just tuning in, Richfield lost their 2 leading players in Jensen Magleby and Evan Jerome, 2 leading rushers and receivers. Lost them both to injury in this first half. Clock is running with 3rd and 1, down to 2:45 to go in the half.
Unless Richfield can pick up some points here before the halftime, we would be in a mercy rule in the second half. The clock would run.
35 points is where that mercy rule comes into effect. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Griffin, shotgun formation, sends a man in motion. That's Holdaway. Takes a snap, a quick snap. He's able to corral it and just runs forward. He's going to be shy of the first down. I think he got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe lost a yard on the carry.
Yeah, Matt, when the snap came back to him, it went to the left side of him, and he had to fumble with it. And that delay, he could see he didn't have time to do what he wanted to do, so he just tucked it underneath and tried to go straight forward for the first down, and North Sanpete stopped him.
So that'll make it 4th down and 1 And we have timeout called by the Hawks with 2:06 to go in the half. It is North Sanpete 36, Richfield 0. We'll take a 60-second break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and simulcast on CentraCom Channel 10.
MKJ Construction has been serving Central Utah and the surrounding area for over 30 years. Whether you have a project as large as a new road or water line or as intricate as a decorative landscape feature, we have the experience and equipment to complete any size project. We also deliver sand, gravel, road base, topsoil, and landscaping boulders. Call MKJ Construction at 427-9299, 427-9299, and see what we can do for you.
You know that Sevier Valley Medical Center provides our communities with high-quality care through advanced technology with the hometown touch. What you may not know about are the wide variety of services that we provide, allowing you to stay close to home. Our on-site specialty services include orthopedics, ENT, general surgery, podiatry, and internal medicine, all available full-time, allowing you to utilize them when it's convenient for you, not just a few days each month. That's Intermountain Sevier Valley Medical Center, healing for life.
The Wildcats go for it on 4th and 1, and I think he might have just gotten it as I look at the near side line judge coming in. Yes, he did. First down, Richfield, as Griffin on the quarterback keeper right up the gut. He gets the first down.
I love the way they officiated that. The official didn't even look at it. The guy says, yeah, he's got it, and they signaled first down. They weren't even going to give it a second look.
You can do that when it's 36-0. Is that what you're saying?
I didn't make any comment there. I said I like the way they officiated
there you
that.
go.
It was a great job.
1:35 to go in the first half. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for the Wildcats. They trail 36-0 to the Hawks of North Sanpete. Going to go two receivers to the left, trips to the right. Griffin by himself in the backfield. He'll take the snap, roll to his right. Looks to be another quarterback sweep as he tries to get to the end, and he has nowhere to go as the defensive line for North Sanpete has been beating Richfield's offensive line to the edge the entire night.
Well, again, out there was big number 55 for North Sanpete, Kyler Swap. And North Sanpete doesn't put him on the same side every play. They put him on, maybe there's a key, strong side, whatever side they're putting him on. But I'll tell you what, he's been a force for this Hawk team tonight.
Makes it so there's 45 seconds left now in the half. They'll run one more play likely and then just go into halftime. 2nd down and 9 for the Wildcats. Play being brought in by McKay Lewis, the receiver. Going to go trips to the right and two receivers to the left. Should be twins to each side. Under center is Griffin. He'll take the snap and fake the handoff, try to keep it himself on the bootleg, and he has nowhere to go. He's going to end up losing about 4 yards on the carry back to the 17-yard line, and they're just going to let the clock run out and go into halftime. Looks like they're going to spot on the 18, so minus 3 yards on the carry there for Griffin. But that's going to be how the first half comes to an end with North Sanpete leading Richfield 36-0 here in our Mid-Utah Radio Game of the Week. The Hawks have a dominant lead here in half number 1. 2 significant injuries happening to Richfield, both Jensen Magleby, Evan Jerome going down. Before we take the break, Rick, your quick thoughts on this first half.
Well, I'll tell you what, I thought Richfield came out with good energy, had a very nice first half of the first quarter, and then when North Sanpete, as teams that have struggled to, as soon as North Sanpete got things going, it was hard to stop that momentum, and Applegarth has been just super impressive.
36-0 is the halftime score. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back with the New Charter University halftime show on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, simulcast on CentraCom Channel 10.
When you're looking for the most exceptional value in an ATV side-by-side, look no further than your local Kimco dealer, Skyline Motorsports. John Lee and his crew at Skyline Motorsports know the area and the people living here and want to remain friends long after the deal is done. Plus, you don't want to spend another winter shoveling snow, do you? All Kimco side-by-sides can be fit with a snowplow. And Skyline Motorsports is your headquarters for small engine repair, ATVs, chainsaws, snowblowers, lawnmowers. Hey, if it's got a small engine, LeVar can fix it. Check it all out at Skyline Motorsports, south of Fairview on Highway 89.
You can do it. Begin your journey and enroll today at the new Charter University, a university with flexible pacing, a flat rate per course, with principles of competency-based education so you benefit from your years of experience, along with a fair and experienced faculty and staff who are ready to help you succeed. So begin your journey. A new day, a new you, New Charter University, with real degrees for real life. Enroll at new.edu or call 801-883-8336.
Is there anything more beautiful than DQ soft serve? Smooth and creamy, the best kind of chili. Whether alone in a cone or making the sweet foundation for our famous blizzard treats, the DQ soft serve is made to make your taste buds go, whoa, that's good. Check it out for yourself at the Dairy Queen in Elsinore next to the Sunny Shopper. Take the I-70 exit and bam, you're there. DQ, this is fan food, not fast food. Check it out for yourself at the Dairy Queen in Elsinore next to the Sunny Shopper.
At Cache Valley Bank, we have an app for that. Hi, this is Shayna, and our new Cache Valley Bank app will let you view your accounts on the go. You'll also be able to search for branches or ATMs near you, transfer funds, view recent activity, and deposit checks, all with a touch of a button. And our checking accounts offer free debit cards, lower rates than our competitors, and no minimum balance. So when you check your balance on that new Cache Valley Bank app, all you'll see is green. Stop by today and meet our friendly staff in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, and Fairview. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping, member FDIC.
Riverstone Contractors is your plumbing source for Sevier County. Riverstone can fix leaking pipes, replace water heaters, fix and replace faucets, disposals, water softeners, and toilets, along with tubs, showers, and grab bars for your bathroom. Riverstone does plumbing for new construction and remodels. They also take care of your heating and air conditioning needs with central air, swamp coolers, gas furnaces, and sheet metal ducts. For the best plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service, call Riverstone Contractors at 435-896-6264. That's 896-6264.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included with CentraCom cable TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit CentraCom.com to learn more.
And we welcome you back here to Richfield High School. This is the New Charter University Halftime Show, brought to you by New Charter University, founded on proven principles of competency-based education so you can benefit from all those years of experience. New Charter University. Check them out at new.edu or call 801-883-8336. Robert Lovell with you alongside Rick Robinson here at the Mid-Utah Radio Game of the Week, and it is North Sanpete all over Richfield, 36-0 at the half. And we'll have some more score updates for you from throughout Central Utah coming up here in a little bit. But right now, let's look at the drive charts for these two teams. We'll start off with Richfield. Their first drive was with 11:53 to go in the first quarter. They got the ball on their own 30-yard line, and it was a three-play drive that resulted in a punt. They had a penalty on the first play of the drive. So a three-play drive, 3 and out for the Wildcats. They got the ball back with 6:25 to go in the first quarter on their own 15-yard line, and once again, 3 and out, they were forced to punt. Then with 3:38 to go in the first quarter, they got the ball on their own 25-yard line. And again, for the third time in a row, 3 and out, they were forced to punt. Then with 1:48 to go in the first quarter, they got the ball on their own 20-yard line. And with the aid of a couple of penalties and then the demise of a couple of penalties, they end up running 8 plays on the drive before being forced to punt that one away. And then with 6:31 to go in the second quarter, the Wildcats got the ball on their own 42-yard line. And after an 8-yard pass and catch, North Sanpete stripped the ball away, and Taylor Lee took it 52 yards to the house on the fumble return for a touchdown. Then with 5:28 to go in the second quarter, Richfield got the ball back once again on their own 25-yard line, and on the third play of the drive, it was an interception by Trent Seeley for the Hawks, taking that one away out of the air from Matt Griffin. Then the Wildcats got the ball back for the final time of the half with 4:32 to go on their own 10-yard line. They ran 6 plays and ran the clock out going into halftime. That drive chart for Richfield brought to you by Mason Machinery. Now let's look at the drive chart for North Sanpete, brought to you by MKJ Construction. North Sanpete got the ball with 10:29 to go in the first quarter on the Richfield 48-yard line. They ran 11 plays and were forced to kick a 35-yard field goal. They led 3-0 at that point. Then with 5:06 to go, they got the ball on the Richfield 45-yard line, and it was a 3-play drive resulting in a 28-yard touchdown run by Spencer Applegarth. Then with 2:06 to go in the first quarter, they got the ball on their own 45-yard line, 1-play drive, and it was Spencer Applegarth 55 yards to the house for the touchdown. Then with 8:29 to go in the second quarter, the Hawks got it back again on their own 40-yard line. This time it was a 6-play drive, and resulting in a 10-yard touchdown run by Spencer Applegarth. Then their final drive was with 4:50 to go in the second quarter. On their own 27-yard line, a 1-play drive, and going 73 yards for the touchdown. That was Spencer Applegarth for the Hawks. There's your drive charts in this first half for the Hawks and the Wildcats. J.D. Fox now here from Mid-Utah Radio out on the field getting ready for the halftime kick brought to you by Zions Bank. And the kickers tonight, Kate Jensen and Corey Morrison. Rick, we'll see if you're giving away $2,000 tonight.
We hope so.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that happen.
All right, so they're going to be heading out there to try for the halftime kick. In the meantime, we'll take a 2-minute break and come back with the first half stats and score updates throughout Central Utah. This is the new Charter University Halftime Show on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and simulcast on CentraCom Channel 10.
Larson's Ace Hardware is your helpful place for satisfying lots of different appetites. Appetites for hardware, plumbing and building materials, paint, tools, electrical, housewares and small appliances, sporting goods including ammo, lawn and garden, toys and seasonal items, and, well, hey, just stop by the store and check it out for yourself. Oh yeah, while you're in the store, satisfy the biggest hunger of all, the grumbling in your tummy at Munchies. Check it out at Larson's Ace Hardware, the helpful place in Richfield.
Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant is always working hard to be your neighborhood grocer. And with items like their famous ugly steaks, I mean, how can something so ugly going on the grill taste so good coming off? And their homemade salsa and cowboy caviar are a hit anywhere they're served. And in the bakery, you'll find Terrell's own roll and scone dough that will brighten up any get-together. Plus, Terrell's prides itself on its produce department, where the finest and fresh produce at great prices can always be found. Drop in today for the best in prices and friendly service. Your neighborhood grocer, Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking in Salina has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking's Big Blue trucks are recognizable throughout the Intermountain West, hauling products that keep this country running. Barney Trucking is honored to be a part of Central Utah and supports our local schools and community. When you're out on the roads, remember to drive safely. Barney Trucking of Salina, proud to support the high school teams this season.
Are you looking for comfort, quality, and reliability with your furniture, appliances, or electronics? That's exactly what you find at Beck's Home Furnishings in Mount Pleasant. Choose from a variety of Ashley furniture, Whirlpool and Maytag appliances, and quality electronics. So whether you're looking for a good night's sleep, relaxing in your favorite chair, having a pleasant family dinner, or getting the chores done, Beck's can help. Plus, Beck's has outstanding prices and special sales every week. Visit them today at 14 West Main in Mount Pleasant or online at shopbecks.com.
And welcome back to the new Charter University halftime show at Richfield High School. The halftime kick going on right now. The first contestant unable to make the kick, and the second contestant made the first kick, but will not make the second field goal. So no $2,000 given away tonight.
Yeah, that was Corey Morrison that made the first one. Then the second one was just a little one under the crossbar.
Yeah. This halftime show again brought to you by New Charter University with flexible pacing so you can progress at speed which you are comfortable with. Check them out at new.edu or call 801-883-8336. First half stats for Richfield. These stats can be brought to you by Sevier Valley Medical Center along with Dairy Queen and Elsinore. In the rushing department for Richfield, Matt Griffin had 10 carries for -5 yards in this first half. Jensen Magleby down with an injury, and I believe he will not be returning tonight. He had 1 carry for 1 yard. Evan Jerome, 2 carries for 8 yards, also went down with an injury in the first half. And then it was for Richfield, Jake Luke, 5 carries for -1 yard, and Mason Holdaway, 3 carries for -1 yard. And Richfield rushing ends up with just 2 positive yards of rushing offense in this first half. Passing-wise for the Wildcats, Matt Griffin, 3 for 6 passing for 33 yards. He did throw 1 interception in there as well. Receiving, it was Evan Jerome, 1 catch for 4 yards. And Jake Luke had Mason Holdaway had 1 catch for 21 yards. And then it was Jackson Thalman with 1 catch for 8 yards and a fumble on that one. So a couple of turnovers there in the passing game, but just 35 yards of total offense in this first half for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and Richfield, in order for them to keep in this game, I thought they needed more offense, and they still got, there's still a half to go, but I'll tell you what, North Sanpete was impressive.
They look very good. We'll give you the North Sanpete stats here in just a little bit, but let's get some score updates throughout Central Utah. These updates are going to be brought to you by Skyline Motorsports. Here's Rick Robinson.
A final, Rich has beaten Wayne 34-6 this afternoon. Duchesne is leading Layton Christian 42-0. It is Kanab over Milford, and that's a pretty tough Milford team. Kanab with an impressive 21-0 lead with 1:34 to go in the first half. It is American Leadership leading Gunnison 14-0 at halftime in Gunnison. South Summit is leading Summit Academy 28-7 at halftime. It is Enterprise over South Sevier 33-0. That's halftime in Monroe. At halftime in Beaver, it's Beaver over Grand 35-0 at halftime. And in Salina, it's San Juan 35, North Sevier no score with 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. It's Morgan over Carbon 35-0, and Union leading Emory 6-0, and it's Juan Diego 41, Grantsville no score. All those are halftime scores, and then we won't go into some scores of interest. Maybe Logan over Bear River. The St. George schools, it's Hurricane over Cedar 28-7. Desert Hills and Pineview are tied at 7.
All right, there's your score updates here in the first half after the New Charter University halftime show. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back with the first half stats for the North Sanpete Hawks. This is the New Charter University halftime show as North Sanpete leads Richfield 36-0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, simulcast on CentraCom Channel 10.
Every night's like family night at Jorgensen Bowling Center and Herb's Place. When you want the best burger in town, you'll find it at Herb's Place. Got a birthday or special event? You'll find the facilities at Jorgensen Bowling Center and Herb's Place. If you want arcade games, you'll find them at Jorgensen Bowling Center. If you want a light show and cosmic bowling, hey, you'll find it at Jorgensen Bowling Center. Your family deserves the best. Your family or event is special to Jorgensen Bowling Center and Herb's Place, 980 South Coveview Road, Richfield.
The medical care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live. People in rural towns should receive the same high-quality medicine as those in the big cities. You can rest assured the Sanpete Valley Hospital provides their patients with the same high-quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. They provide many of the same services a large city hospital does, and they do it well, with a personal, hometown touch. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, healing for life.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones & DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, they're committed to servicing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, surveys and GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets and deadlines. Visit jonesandemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones & DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
As temperatures become cooler outside, insects will be looking for someplace warmer to live, like inside your home. Spiders, ants, earwigs, and other bugs will take refuge in your kitchen, bathroom, bedrooms, and even closets. To protect your home, call EcoLife for a professional pest control barrier. EcoLife applies a smell-free, safe for the environment product to ensure you and your family are bug-free. All services are guaranteed. To schedule EcoLife to rid your home of bugs, call 283-6002. EcoLife is a proud supporter of Central Utah High School sports. And welcome back to the New Charter University halftime show. New Charter University with flat rate per course pricing that keeps costs down and you graduate with no debt. Check them out at new.edu or call 801-883-8336. Let's look at the first half stats now for North Sanpete. These stats brought to you by Cache Valley Bank. And it was Zach Lee, 1 carry in the first half for 3 yards. And then here's the impressive one, Spencer Applegarth averaging with 11 carries for 248 yards rushing and 4 touchdowns in this first half. 251 yards rushing overall for North Sanpete. Passing-wise, Zach Lee just 2 for 7 for 20 yards, and it was Jake Hadley with both catches for 20 yards for the Hawks. But 248 yards from Spencer Applegarth. Incredible player to watch.
Yeah, he's a special player, and that's what's amazing to me is that Manti kept him under 100 yards last week. That says a lot for Manti. I give that Manti team tons of credit.
Yeah, give Coach Cole Meekum and the defensive side of the ball there a lot of credit for Manti. Manti, by the way, as you heard Rick mention, does lead Delta at the half 29-16 in that 3A battle. Richfield will be kicking off to North Sanpete as we get ready for half number 2, again with the 36-point deficit. Point lead for North Sanpete. The running clock will be in effect, the mercy rule in effect at this point, and in order for it to stop running, Richfield has to get within 21.
We had 19 penalties in the first half. Will we have that?
We'll watch that. And Jerome back into the game for Richfield. He kicks off. It's going to be fielded by Seeley. Seeley with a seam to run through up the middle. He's going to get all the way out to the 40-yard line before being brought down. And 1st and 10 for the Hawks from the 40-yard line. You
called that good. I was proud of you there. I thought you were going to call that a little different.
39 is what you were expecting?
Yes.
Evan Jerome kicked off, but he is holding his left arm tight to his body. Doesn't look like he's going to do much more than just kick off for the Wildcats in this second half.
And that was a nice return by Seeley. Looked like he might be able to break away there, and the Wildcats closed quickly when they had the chance.
So North Sanpete starts on their own 40-yard line with 11:31 now to go in the third quarter. Zach Lee in at quarterback, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, tight to the left. Applegarth in the backfield with him. Lee takes a snap, looks to pass, looks to his left, steps up in the pocket, steps to his left, now throws down the middle of the field, through the hands of Matt Griffin for Richfield. It falls incomplete.
Yeah, Griffin thought he had the interception, but it just went through his fingertips.
Had a little more speed on it than he thought, I think.
Yep.
A lot of time, though, for Zach Lee to throw that ball as he was able to maneuver inside the pocket and not have to worry about too much pressure on him. 2nd down and 10 now for the Hawks. They lead at 36-0 here as we go into the third quarter with now 10:45 to go in the third. Again, throughout the game, we are looking for Richfield for the Dairy Queen Defensive Player of the Game. Make any occasion special with a DQ ice cream cake. Split I formation, Lee under center, quick pitch out to Applegarth. Applegarth trying to get to the end, gets a block on the outside, now gets to the end. He's off to the races, 15, 20-yard pickup before stepping out of bounds deep in Richfield territory. They started at their own 40, and looks like he stepped out of bounds at the Richfield 45. So just a 15-yard gain.
And I have them unofficially with their 6th first down here in this ball game. Not a lot of first downs for North Sanpete because they've had so many big runs, plays.
You look at their first half drives chart. The first one, was 11 plays, but then 3 plays, 1 play, 6 play, 1 play. Not messing around with Applegarth's big runs. 1st and 10 now from the Richfield 45. Lee takes a snap, drops the pass, left side. He's got a man open. That's going to be caught by Hadley. Hadley gets inside the 35-yard line. That's going to be Lee, Taylor Lee on the reception. Down to the 30-yard line is where they're going to spot it. That'll be another 15 yards on the pass from Lee to Lee.
And that's their 7th first down now. They've had 2 here now in the second half.
And they do spot on the 31, so just a 14-yard gain. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line now for North Sanpete. Going to have trips to the right and tight to the left with Applegarth to the right of Lee in the backfield. Lee drops back to pass, steps up in the pocket, throws deep down the middle, has a man, but overthrew him. He had Waylon Atkinson open, but just had a little bit too much on it as it falls incomplete.
And Richfield's still trying to come in and put a little more pressure. They did have a little bit more pressure that time on the quarterback.
Makes it 2nd down and 10 now for the North Sanpete Hawks from the 31-yard line in Richfield territory. 8:43 to go. Again, the clock running with the 35-point mercy rule in effect. 2 receivers to each side for the Hawks. Applegarth will be to the right of Lee in the backfield. Shotgun formation. He'll ride the handoff, keeping himself up the middle. He's got some room to run. Lowers the shoulder into the Richfield defense. He's going to pick up 9, maybe 10 yards on the carry. Let's see where they spot it. Looks like they're going to be about a foot short of the first down.
And that's what makes it so hard is he holds that football. He actually takes the football, puts it underneath Applegarth, and then pulls it back and cuts upfield. That's a great play when Applegarth has as many yards as he does.
So 3rd and 1 now for the Hawks. Lee takes a snap, rides the handoff. This time he gives it to Applegarth. Applegarth cuts up the seam, and he'll pick up just enough for the first down, plus maybe 2 or 3 more. Inside to the 18-yard line is where they're going to spot it, so a 4-yard gain for Applegarth.
And that's now the 8th first down of the ball game for North Sanpete. They've had 3 on this drive.
Looks like they move it back to the 19, so 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line for the Hawks. 7:35 to go in the third quarter. They lead 36-0. Trips to the right, tight to the left, and shotgun formation. Lee takes a snap off the ground, and it's through the hands of his receiver, Trent Seeley, and falls incomplete.
And that time, the Hawks just a quick drop back and throw, and it's just a timing pattern.
7:10 to go now in the third quarter. 2nd and 10 from the 19-yard line for North Sanpete. Starting to make a few substitutions in are the Hawks. Players that play, just not as much. Down to under 7 minutes to play in the third quarter. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. That's Hadley. Going to be Applegarth by himself in the backfield. Lee under center. Hard count, and looks like he got Richfield to jump. As the flags come in, that's going to be the call. So tack on 5 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 5 from the 14-yard line for the Hawks.
And I don't know how much you can consider substituting when you've got Applegarth in the back.
Yeah, he's still in there.
And still the main quarterback. I mean, they're still playing hard. This North Sanpete team's cruising. It's a good team.
Lee under center, sends a man in motion. He'll take the snap. Quick pitch out to Applegarth for the sweep. Applegarth gets a block, steps inside, gets down to the 10, down to the 5, and marching towards the end zone. Touchdown, Hawks. He had 3 Wildcats on him going into the end zone with a 14-yard touchdown run.
And that's a great call there because you had a very tough angle on that, and Applegarth just continues to go down.
42-0 is the score now for North Sanpete. PAT pending as Taylor Lee comes on to kick it. What a run by Applegarth. His 5th touchdown of the day. Those of you keeping score at home. 6:15 to go in the third quarter. North Sanpete shorthanded on the field. They'll run some players out there. Lee again on to kick the extra point. Hold away, trying to time it, and this time he once again jumps off sides. Last time he jumped off sides, he timed it right again and got it. Surprising score maybe out of Canyon View. Juab leads 36-20. That score update can be brought to you by CentraCom Channel 10.
And that's going to be the 14th penalty on Richfield in this ball game.
And the hold away came early again. So add one more.
The 15th penalty on Richfield in this game. And they only total 70 yards. I mean, that's still 70 yards.
See if they let him get the snap off. This time he does. Kick is up, and it is good as he kicks this one through the upright. So 43-0 is the score. North Sanpete with the lead over Richfield with 5:08 to go. You're listening to the Hawks and the Wildcats on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, simulcast on CentraCom Channel 10. We'll be back after this 60-second break.
You're busy, and we can help. At Skyline Pharmacy, we are pleased to introduce the first and only coordinated, once-a-month refill service in Sanpete County, the Skyline Medication Management Service. It is designed to help you maximize the positive benefits of your medication therapy, as well as save you time and money. Best of all, this service is free. By joining our program, we will automatically refill all of your maintenance medications on the same day, every month. Never worry about making multiple trips to the pharmacy ever again. Stop by today and ask about how we are continuing to help you take care of yourself and your family.
Visit your Sanpete Valley Conoco in Moroni, where you'll find courteous service at the convenience store and the world-famous Sanpete barbecue turkey sandwiches. Sanpete Valley Conoco is the place for refreshing frazzles, irresistible treats, delicious pizza, and the only place to get the new Yo Cream. Yogurt's only creamier with lots of toppings, and the new Boba Bursts, a new experience in eating ice cream. They also serve all of Central Utah with bulk fuel, oil, and lube delivery, whether in the drum or bucket. Visit Sanpete Valley Conoco at the junction of highways in Moroni.
And welcome back to Richfield High School. The kickoff goes into the end zone. Utley did his best to try to catch that one on the 1-yard line, but couldn't haul it in as it was over his head. So Richfield will take over on their own 20-yard line with 4:45 to go in the third quarter. Again, that score update coming from Cedar. Juab leads Canyon View 36-20. Those are the two teams that are currently 2-0 in 3A Region South play. Juab trying to take over sole possession of first place about midway through the region play.
And in my opinion, I think it's if you can go undefeated in this region, you'll be doing good because I think the champion could end up with one loss.
Well, the four teams at the top of this region are clearly, they are four very good teams. And then you have Delta and Richfield there that have given some battles to a few teams. Delta giving Manti everything they can handle right now. But those top four teams are very tough with North Sanpete, Manti, Juab, Canyon View. The first play for the Wildcats was an incomplete pass from Griffin. That'll make it 2nd down and 10 from the 20-yard line. They're huddling up. It'll be a scout guard who runs the play in for the Wildcats. Coming up after the game, we'll have your Sunrise Engineering postgame show. We'll give you some score updates throughout the area and throughout the state. Final stats and the final drive charts as well. Also have some coaches' comments. Taking a while for the play to come in from the sideline, and as a result, Coach Thorson's going to have to call a timeout. 3:29 to go in the third quarter. It's North Sanpete 43, Richfield 0. We'll take a 60-second break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, simulcast on CentraCom Channel 10.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is the Central Utah leader in plumbing, waterworks, turf, and ag irrigation. Mountain Land Supply features an entire line of Rainbird sprinklers and systems for your yard or commercial property and backs it up with an extremely knowledgeable staff that cares about the local community because they live here. Visit them at 2104 South Red Hills Drive in Richfield or call for a showroom appointment 435-896-9606. Mountain Land Supply is proud to sponsor high school sports and wishes the teams, coaches, and players success.
State Farm Insurance and Financial Services is your best choice for dependable insurance coverage and finance options. Local agent Danny Dykes in Moroni offers all types of insurance, as well as State Farm Financial Services, where you're able to finance your dreams through State Farm Bank. State Farm also offers the Pocket Agent app for smartphones and the new Drive Safe and Save discount. Visit your local State Farm Insurance and Financial Services office in Moroni. Phone 800-347-8601. That's 800-347-8601.
2nd down and 10 now for the Wildcats with 3:28 to go as we come out of the timeout. 3:28 to go in the third quarter. Griffin, shotgun formation, sends a man in motion. That's going to be Holdaway. He'll take the snap, fake the pitch to Holdaway, go to his right, and he's got nowhere to go. 3 Hawks driving back, led there by Trey Sorensen and Joseph Thane for North Sanpete. Literally just nowhere to go for Griffin. They're going to spot the ball with the forward progress at the 15-yard line, so a loss of 5 on the carry.
Yeah, when he faked that pitch and he tried to turn around and go back, there just was no time.
You have a BYU update for us there, Rick. I know you're keeping tabs on it.
Yeah, I do have a BYU update. With 5:59 to go in the first period in Provo, it's BYU 0, UConn 0. BYU has the football at the UConn 25-yard line.
So threatening are the Cougars. Griffin takes a snap, looks down the sideline, fade pass for Holdaway, picked off by the Hawks, taking it back to the 15 or the 20, 25, and they're going to go out of bounds at the just shy of the 20-yard line there for the interception. That was Kelton Christensen.
There's a flag by the umpire. This umpire's been fun to watch because I'll tell you what, he flings that football, that flag up over the line.
Kelton Christensen had the interception if it stands. Let's see what the penalty is. Whitecap making his way over after conferring with the umpire and a couple of other officials. Personal foul, face mask on North Sanpete. So a break for Richfield as they'll pick up 15 yards and make it a first down for the Wildcats out to the 30-yard line. And it negates the interception.
And for North Sanpete, that will be their 8th penalty. And 8th penalty for 80 yards.
2:28 to go in the third quarter, 43-0. North Sanpete lead Richfield. Again, throughout the game, we're looking for players of the game for both Richfield and North Sanpete. Sanpete Valley Conoco player of the game and the Cavalier Pizza player of the game for the Hawks. Griffin under center, 2 backs in the backfield. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. He'll take the snap, hand it off to the tailback. That's going to be Holdaway. Holdaway bouncing to the outside. A flag did come in as he gets to the 40, 45, pushed out of bounds at the 46-yard line. He has a first down and more if the play stands, but the flag is back in that area of a hold. Let's see, Richfield pointing that it's against North Sanpete. Let's see what the call is here. I think it's going to be on the defensive line with the hands to the face on the line. As the umpire was making that motion to the defensive players for North Sanpete, and that's the case. I think that's the third time that's been called on the North Sanpete defensive line.
Yeah, and the umpire has thrown all of it. Now he's marching off those penalties.
He's not messing around.
No.
So it's going to be a 16-yard gain for Mason Holdaway and tack on 15 yards after the play. So that'll put Richfield into North Sanpete territory down to the 39-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. They're going to go 2 receivers to each side, one back in the backfield. Griffin under center, takes a snap, fakes the handoff, goes on the reverse handoff, and nowhere to go, though, for McKay Lewis. He's going to lose a yard back to the 40.
And so Louis, as he's called here in Richfield, did a spin move and just couldn't quite cut upfield. This North Sanpete front line has been just very strong all night.
We are in Richfield.
Yes. Well, that's what they. that was a quick one. Tell you what, I deserve that.
2nd down and 11 for the Wildcats. Louis on the carry there, -1 yard. Just giving you a hard time, Rick.
No, I deserve that.
Trips to the right, 1 to the left. Griffin shotgun formation. He'll take the snap, low snap, pick it up off the turf, just trying to make something out of it, and he's going to be brought down back at the 50-yard line. They're going to give him the forward progress to the 48-yard line, maybe the 47. So and not quite as bad.
And that was Trent Seeley who came in immediately. When Griffith fumbled it, you can see the speed of that line. He just didn't have a lot of time. And the second he grabbed the football, they had him.
Going to be a loss of 8 yards on the play. That'll make it now 3rd down and 19 for Richfield. 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. 43-0, North Sanpete with the lead. Just when the Wildcats started to get a little momentum, a big play, a penalty to tack onto it, back-to-back loss of yardage on plays.
Well, North Sanpete with 9 penalties for 95 yards. Richfield with 15 penalties in this game for 70 yards.
Griffin shotgun formation, takes a snap quick, real route out to Holdaway. Holdaway makes the catch at the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be all he gets as he is driven back, and then it's going to be Trey Sorensen with the tackle for the Hawks. Holdaway not happy about the play.
Well, he easily could have been called for spiking the football anyway.
No gain, though, is what's going to be the call, and that's going to be how the third quarter comes to an end. It's North Sanpete 43, Richfield 0. We'll take a 60-second break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, simulcast on CentraCom Channel 10.
AmeriGas Propane is America's #1 propane supplier. Why? Because AmeriGas Propane of Central Utah is the most reliable, safest, and responsive propane service. Your AmeriGas drivers go the extra mile to offer service you can rely on. AmeriGas Propane of Richfield features a local staff that serves you 24/7. Don't put a price on your family safety. Call today, 435-896-5071, 896-5071. It's never too late to save on propane. Lock in your price and ask about their monthly payment program. Go to AmeriGas.com.
Terry R. Brotherson Excavating and TRB Rock Products offers aggregate products for any of your road construction needs, including road base and a selection of crushed rock products. TRB Rock Products also has landscaping products, topsoil, reject sand, and an eye-catching red landscaping rock. They also do commercial and residential construction, basements, water lines, sewer lines, septic tanks, and perk tests. Get a free estimate at 462-3954. TRB Rock Products, a proud supporter of North Sanpete Athletics.
It's going to be 4th down and 19 to go for the Richfield Wildcats as we come out of the break there and start the fourth quarter. They are going to go for it as they are in North Sanpete territory by a couple of yards. Griffin shotgun formation. 4th and 19. He'll drop back to pass. Rush coming from the Hawks. He'll throw a fade route. Has a man open, and good defense as it was in the hands of Holdaway and knocked free by Trey Sorensen. Just got his hand in there to knock that one away. Zach Lee, with the defense there for the Hawks.
What a great execution, though. Griffin got back. He aired it out there. It looked like Holdaway had it. And a tough break for the Cats. I really like the way they execute that play on a 4th down because everyone knows they're going to try and pass that more than likely.
11:25 to go in the game, and North Sanpete takes over on their own 47-yard line. And you look at their 2 drives in this half. They got the ball at 11:31 in the third quarter, and not again until 11:25 to go in the fourth quarter. The running clock, that's what that'll do to you. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Lee in shotgun formation. Applegarth is split as a receiver. He'll drop back to pass, go across the middle. That's going to be caught by Seeley down to the 40, 35. Spin move to break a tackle. He's down to the 30, and he's off to the races. That's Trent Seeley down to the 10, 5. Touchdown, North Sanpete. That's going to be a 53-yard pass and catch from Lee to Seeley for the touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw it. Applegarth was down around the 10-yard line, down there throwing a block for Seeley. And just amazed. This North Sanpete team does a lot of good things. They block downfield. They're just it's been impressive to watch them tonight.
Taylor Lee will come on to kick the extra point now for the Hawks.
Do have a score update from Provo. BYU has scored on UConn. They lead 7-0.
There you go. That score update brought to you by Riverstone Contractors. Taylor Lee to kick the extra point, down to 10:05 to go in the game. It's 49-0 Hawks. Snap is good, hold is down, kick is up, and that is going to be good. So with 9:53 to go in the game, it is North Sanpete 50, Richfield 0. We'll take a 60-second break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, simulcast on CentraCom Channel 10.
DP Curtis Trucking is a family-oriented business that works hard to get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis is hiring reliable drivers with starting wage at 40 cents per mile, going to 42 cents after 90 days. Additional pay for tarps, drops, picks, and additional trailers. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, and bonuses, and more. If you'd like to join the DP Curtis family, call for details, 435-893-2886. That's 893-2886, or click dpcurtis.com.
Have you heard? Central Valley Medical Center is now providing orthopedic surgery. That's right, Dr. Joel Holman is a full-time orthopedic surgeon practicing in Nephi. You no longer need to drive to the Wasatch Front for hip replacement, knee replacement, fracture care, hand surgery, and general orthopedic care. Dr. Holman completed a residency in general orthopedics and a fellowship in hand surgery at the U of U and sees patients in the Nephi Medical Clinic inside Central Valley Medical Center. Call 435-623-3633, 623-3633.
Trent Utley with the kick return for the Wildcats. He'll bring it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Good return for the big man.
Yeah, Trent doing a great job. He veered right, cut left, and just kind of muscled his way from the 25 out to the 30-yard line. He gets up a little gingerly as he got banged away pretty good, but what a nice kickoff return by the senior Trent Utley.
So Richfield takes over on their own 30-yard line. Down to 8:15 to go in the game. They trail North Sanpete 50-0. The Hawks, I guess, bounced back pretty good after the Manti loss.
Yes, North Sanpete has looked good tonight.
Griffin under center, two backs in the backfield, two receivers to the right, one to the left. He'll take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Holdaway. Holdaway trying to bounce outside, nowhere to go as he is driven back by three North Sanpete players. The forward progress will mark it at the 28, but a loss of 2 on the carry.
I don't know where you're counting 3. I counted 8 white jerseys within 2 yards of that runner. I counted 8.
Well, 3 were on the actually had his hands on him.
Okay. I'll give you that, but that was impressive gain tackling by that Hawk defense. And I tell you what, they have not subbed much on that defense. They have come and played, and it's still got the tough guys, and they are tough.
That makes it 2nd down and 12 from the 28-yard line now for the Wildcats. Griffin again under center, 2 backs in the backfield, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. He'll take the snap, fake the handoff, roll to his left, rush coming. He'll throw down the field looking for Thalman, and that's going to be overthrown and fall incomplete.
Yeah, Thalman had double coverage. He was down around the North Sanpete 45-yard line, and the pass just went down to the 40-yard line, so about 5 yards past him.
7 minutes left in the game now, 50-0 North Sanpete. Again, the clock just continuing to run with that 35-point rule in effect. 3rd down and 12 for the Wildcats from their own 28-yard line. Going to have 2 receivers to each side, 1 back in the backfield to the right of the quarterback, Griffin. Griffin shotgun formation. He'll take the snap, drop the pass, look to his left, now go across the middle, overthrown, intercepted by Jake Hadley. Nice catch by Hadley. He's down to the 30, 25-20. He'll be forced out of bounds at about the 18-yard line. Jake Hadley, moving to his right, went back to his left to pick that off.
Yeah, Mason Allred was the intended receiver. He cut out, did a cut in on a square in toward the middle of the field around the 40-yard line, but the pass went beyond there out to the 45-yard line. Mason with terrific hands. Good receiver for Richfield.
2nd interception of the game for the North Sanpete defense, and they'll start on the Richfield 19-yard line. Will the offense for the Hawks with 6 minutes to go in the game. End of the first quarter now in Provo. Beat you to the punch on that one, Rick. 7-0 BYU. Under center, the quarterback will take the snap. He's going to hand it off and a hole up the gut for North Sanpete. On the carry, that was Waylon Atkinson. In a quarterback now for the Hawks is Spencer Stedman, a sophomore for North Sanpete.
Yeah, North Sanpete has truly brought in their JV here with 5:35 to go. And obviously the game well on hand. There's no question here they brought their reserves in.
And that's going to carry it down to the 13-yard line, gain of 6 on the play for Atkinson. So it'll be Stedman in at quarterback for North Sanpete. You're going to go split I formation with Atkinson, the tailback, and the fullback Keegan Eliason. Stedman under center. He'll take the snap, give it to the up back Eliason. Eliason pounding forward, and it looks like he's going to be just shy of the first down to the 11-yard line, gain of 2 on the carry. The big man, Keegan Eliason. That'll make it 3rd down and 2 now for the Hawks. At the 11, they need to get to the 9. Clock runs down to 4:40 left in the game. 50-0 North Sanpete. At the end of the 3rd quarter, Juab leads Canyon View 36-20 in that matchup of the top 2 teams in the 3A South region. That update brought to you by Snow College. And up the gut, there's the carry. That's going to be a 1st down for the Hawks.
I know they're the 2 unbeaten teams, but I'm not so sure that Manti is not playing as good as anyone right now.
That very well could be the case.
And so certainly North Sanpete has looked impressive tonight, but I still think Manti is going to be a factor.
Yeah, I agree with you on that point. That's for sure. And that was again Eliason up the gut there for the 3-yard gain down to the 8-yard line. Stedman takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to Atkinson. Atkinson juking his way back to the left. He gets across the 5 down to the 4-yard line. It's going to be a solid gain of 4 yards on the carry by Atkinson. Make it 2nd and goal from the 4.
And North Sanpete now has 9 first downs here in the ball game.
3:30 to go now in the game. 50-0 North Sanpete. The Hawks will have 1 receiver to each side and tight to the left. Stedman under center, takes a snap, hands off to Atkinson, hitting the backfield this time, and bringing him back is Utley for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Trent's had a nice game tonight, and there's a helmet that comes off one of the Richfield players, and the rule, if it's not a penalty, he has set out for a play, and that was Scalgard. And there's going to be timeout on the field. North Sanpete has taken timeout.
Yes, they have. That will make it 3rd and goal from the 6 for the Hawks. We'll take a 30-second break with 3:01 to go in the game. It's North Sanpete 50, Richfield 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, simulcast on CentraCom Channel 10.
At Zions Bank, they haven't forgotten who keeps them in business. It's you. While Zions Bank has offices in 10 western states, you are still number 1. From checking and savings to business and personal loans, Zions Bank now offers its customers online banking services. Zions Bank is a leader in providing electronic banking services. If you haven't seen what Zions Bank has to offer you, stop in today. Zions Bank in Richfield, 55 West, 100 North, behind the post office.
Again, throughout tonight's game, we've been looking for our players of the game. For Richfield, the Jorgensen Lanes Herbs Place player of the game, along with the Elsinore Dairy Queen defensive player of the game and the Salina Carls Jr. special teams player of the game for the Wildcats. 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line now for North Sanpete. Stedman's going to be shotgun formation. To his right in the backfield is Wyatt Eisen, a freshman for the Hawks. Trips to the right. Tight to the left. Stedman drops back to pass, goes across the middle, and threw it behind his intended target. The pass falls incomplete, but a flag comes in.
Yeah, and I really believe he's going to call pass interference.
With where that flag came in from, that's the likely call. The pass was intended for Waylon Atkinson.
It is not an automatic 1st down. It is pass interference on Richfield.
It is, and they're at the 6-yard line, so that'll make it 3rd down and 3, 3rd and goal from the 3.
In college and in pros, that is an automatic 1st down. In high school, they switched it last year. So it's really confusing to people because they always say, isn't that a 1st down? And it is not a 1st down.
So what's the reason for the switch there?
There just was a huge advantage when you get in close here. You could just you faked like you were being held or whatever, and it gave an automatic 1st down. Now it favors the defense a little more.
So 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. Stedman shotgun formation. He'll take the snap, drop back to pass, roll to his right. Heavy pursuit coming from the Wildcats. He's able to avoid it. Throws for the end zone and overthrew Atkinson. He had him open, but coming back across the body with the throw, couldn't quite connect.
And I believe North Sanpete's going to work on a field goal here. And I think this is a good time to do that. You work on things that you're going to need sometime. The ball's heavy on the left hash.
Let's see. It's still Stedman in there, though. Taylor Lee is the kicker for North Sanpete, and I don't
they're
see
bringing
him
a
out there.
tee.
Are they going to let Stedman kick it? Nope, it's going to be a new kicker.
I saw him bringing a tee. I cheated.
There you go. Kelton Christensen going to be kicking this one for North Sanpete. Taylor Lee, the normal kicker. Christensen, a junior, giving him an opportunity to work on things, as Rick mentioned. Snap is high, hold is down, kick is up, and I think it's wide left. Yes, it is. So a missed field goal, and that will make it so that it is Richfield football with just under a minute to play. Coming up after the game, we'll have our Sunrise Engineering post-game show, complete with final stats for these two teams. Also some more score updates throughout the area. Canyon View has now scored in the 4th quarter. Juab leads the Falcons 36-26 with 10 minutes to go in the game. It'll be Richfield football on their own 20-yard line, but again, the clock is running, and they're only going to have time to run 1, maybe 2 plays if they hurry.
And really, the mercy rule is a good thing in games like this. I mean, this only thing good that can happen is you get injuries, and they did have a JV game yesterday. They played JV freshmen.
They're just going to run 1 play with 18 seconds left. Griffin, shotgun formation. He'll take the snap, look to pass, step up in the pocket, throw down the field, and nobody there as it's overthrown everybody, and it falls incomplete. And that's going to be how this one comes to an end. There's a timeout call. Coach Thorson calls timeout. He wants to run 1 more play for the Wildcats with 7 seconds to go. 50-0 is the score. We'll take a 30-second break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, simulcast on CentraCom Channel 10.
The mayor, city council, and residents in the cities of Mount Pleasant, Fairview, and Moroni wish the North Sanpete Hawks the best of luck this season. The entire community is proud to support North Sanpete High School in preparing the future leaders of Sanpete County. They're committed to ensuring that area youth are provided the best opportunities to learn the important lessons of life through academics and athletic competition. Good luck to the players, coaches, faculty, staff, and student body from the cities of Fairview, Moroni, and Mount Pleasant.
We're back here at Richfield High School. 7 seconds to go in the game. 50-0 is the score. North Sanpete leads Richfield. North Sanpete will improve to 2-1 in region play. Richfield will fall to 0-3. The Hawks now 4-3 overall. Richfield now 1-6 overall. As we come out of the timeout, it still will be Griffin in at quarterback for the Wildcats. Final play of the game. 2 receivers to each side. 1 back in the backfield next to Griffin. Griffin shotgun formation. He'll take the snap and throw a quick pass to Holdaway. It's going to be the hook and ladder. He goes to Utley. Utley down the sideline. Can't quite get free. Making the tackle there for North Sanpete was Waylon Atkinson. A trick play for the Wildcats. That final timeout. Try to change things up.
Yeah, and I believe it was Thalman who caught the pass. A nice reception and a nice toss to Trent Utley. And that ends the game.
Down to the 47-yard line is where it ended up, a 27-yard gain on the pass, and that makes it 50-0 is your final score. Before we take the break and come back with the postgame show, Rick, your quick thoughts.
Well, I was impressed with North Sanpete. Of course, what was not to be impressed? Applegarth was terrific tonight. I thought North Sanpete's front defense was strong, but I saw some good things with Richfield. Richfield has some key injuries they will keep an eye on. Jensen Magleby, we certainly hope he's okay. And anyway, that's kind of the story of the game. The penalties was the other story.
So 50-0 is your final. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back with the Sunrise Engineering postgame show on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, simulcast on CentraCom Channel 10.
New Holland's T7 Series tractors from Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora deliver more power but lower your operating costs. Talk about a great combination. These 100 to 195 PTO horsepower tractors feature engines with EcoBlue SCR engine technology. They breathe better for more complete combustion and deliver cleaner power, increased torque, and enhanced fuel economy. Stop by Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora and learn more about the T7 Series tractors from New Holland.
Hi, I'm Mark Huntsman, Senior Vice President of Sunrise Engineering. I would like to thank all of our loyal clients and employees who have contributed to the success of our company. Sunrise Engineering has been recently recognized nationally in the top 500 engineering firms and as a recipient of the National Client Satisfaction Award 5 years in a row. We are presently expanding at Sunrise and are looking to add engineers, surveyors, and other support staff. To join our team, visit our website or call Sunrise Engineering at 800-560-6151.
MKJ Construction has been serving central Utah and the surrounding area for over 30 years. Whether you have a project as large as a new road or water line or as intricate as a decorative landscape feature, we have the experience and equipment to complete any size project. We also deliver sand, gravel, road base, topsoil, and landscaping boulders. Call MKJ Construction at 427-9299, 427-9299, and see what we can do for you.
You know that Sevier Valley Medical Center provides our communities with high-quality care through advanced technology with a hometown touch. What you may not know about are the wide variety of services that we provide, allowing you to stay close to home. Our on-site specialty services include orthopedics, ENT, general surgery, podiatry, and internal medicine, all available full-time, allowing you to utilize them when it's convenient for you, not just a few days each month. That's Intermountain Sevier Valley Medical Center, healing for life.
When you're looking for the most exceptional value in an ATV side-by-side, look no further than your local Kimco dealer, Skyline Motorsports. John Lee and his crew at Skyline Motorsports know the area and the people living here and want to remain friends long after the deal is done. Plus, you don't want to spend another winter shoveling snow, do you? All Kimco side-by-sides can be fit with a snowplow. And Skyline Motorsports is your headquarters for small engine repair, ATVs, chainsaws, snowblowers, lawnmowers. Hey, if it's got a small engine, LeVar can fix it. Check it all out at Skyline Motorsports, south of Fairview on Highway 89.
Is there anything more beautiful than DQ soft serve? Smooth and creamy, the best kind of chili. Whether alone in a cone or making the sweet foundation for our famous blizzard treats, the DQ soft serve is made to make your taste buds go, whoa, that's good. Check it out for yourself at the Dairy Queen in Elsinore next to the Sunny Shopper. Take the I-70 exit and bam, you're there. DQ, this is fan food, not fast food. Check it out for yourself at the Dairy Queen in Elsinore next to the Sunny Shopper.
And welcome back to Richfield High School. This is the Sunrise Engineering postgame show. Sunrise Engineering, serving clients in Utah, Idaho, Wyoming, and Arizona for over 30 years. The final here from Richfield High School, it is North Sanpete 50 and Richfield 0. Tough loss tonight for the Richfield Wildcats, and when you say tough loss, maybe more importantly, the tough losses of Jensen Magleby and Evan Jerome. Magleby did not come back in the game. Jerome did come in for one kickoff, and that's it. But tough loss to lose those two and then losing 50-0 as well.
Well, I think we all agree injuries are part of the game with football. You just try and have as few as you can. You know, everybody gets banged a little bit.
Once again, this is the Sunrise Engineering post-game show, and as we jump right into this first segment, Coach Eric Thorson of the Richfield Wildcats will step in and join me here, and as he gets his headset on. And Coach, just talking with Rick, tough game for your team tonight as you fall here to North Sanpete, and we mentioned you lose Jensen Magleby and Evan Jerome. First off, how are they doing at this point?
Yeah, so we just got word back with Jensen Magleby. X-rays were negative. They're going to try and figure out what's going on with the ankle, but it was a suspected ankle fracture.
Yeah, but good news that they're negative.
Yeah.
And so hopefully that means there's a chance that he's able to come back. And that one was one we kept talking about. Nothing real strange about the hit, just the weird way he rolled on it. Is that what happened there?
Yeah, exactly. Yep, just getting pushed out of bounds and kind of collapsed under his ankle.
And then Evan, we saw with the shoulder, ice pack on his shoulder throughout the second half of the night. How's he doing?
Yeah, that's a shoulder injury, and they said, if he can take the pain, but it looked like it was significant. Even trying to kick the ball was difficult, and so the trainer will be working with him next week, and then we'll get an update then.
Glad that nothing too serious for those two. Hopefully they'll be okay and able to make it back this season. Once again, Coach Eric Thorson of the the Richfield Wildcats with the United States fall to North Sanpete. And Coach, as you look back on this game, what's your takeaway? What's going to be your comments to your kids going into the locker room?
Going into the locker room, we're going to talk about opportunity. This game is a great representation. It didn't go the way we wanted. We lost our weapons early, and we're just going to talk about team play. We're a young team now, and learn how to sacrifice on the little things so that we can accomplish bigger goals together as a team.
What were some of the things that you took away that you liked out of your team tonight?
The resilience as far as just the kids. The players want to play football. They're falling in love with the game. Getting beat 55-0. You think, well, how are they falling in love with the game? But when you got a sophomore guard, you've got backers that are juniors. They're learning the game, and they had an opportunity to learn the game. They had an opportunity to learn. Applegarth, I've always commended him on his feet, his balance. And teaching the players that you need to tackle someone. You can't go for something that looks pretty. You just really have to wrap up and keep your feet going.
Once again, Coach Eric Thorson of the Wildcats in with me tonight here inside the Sunrise Engineering postgame show. Coach, it doesn't get any easier as now you get to go on the road and face a very good man-tied team next week. Your thoughts on what you have up ahead?
What we have up ahead is a learning opportunity. And you'll probably see some simple things. You'll see us try and just use some tactics, some misdirection things in the future. Try and train our kids to take advantage of what we have.
Now, before I let you go, I do want to come back into tonight's game. Earlier, before the game, you mentioned you were going to try to apply some pressure, bring in up one of your safeties to try to put some pressure on Zach Lee, the quarterback for North Sanpete. It seemed like it worked pretty good early on. What was your thoughts on how that worked for your team?
Yeah, early on it worked great, and then we had some players going down and had to make some adjustments. We were sending in smaller players that weren't quite getting the pressure later, but no, I think the schematic was there. The strategy that Coach Cunningham put in place there was sound. It's just a matter of executing, like I said, we put in another player that had never been in that position to do that job, and I think he did as best he could.
Once again, Coach Eric Thorson of the Richfield Wildcats. Coach, tough loss tonight. Thanks for joining me, and we'll wish you luck as you go forward.
Thank you, Rob.
We'll take a quick 3-minute break here inside the Sunrise Engineering postgame show. This is the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, simulcast on CentraCom Channel 10.
Bank, we have an app for that. Hi, this is Shayna, and our new Cache Valley Bank app will let you view your accounts on the go. You'll also be able to search for branches or ATMs near you, transfer funds, view recent activity, and deposit checks, all with a touch of a button. And our checking accounts offer free debit cards, lower rates than our competitors, and no minimum balance. So when you check your balance on that new Cache Valley Bank app, all you'll see is green. Stop by today and meet our friendly staff in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, and Fairview. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping, member FDIC.
Riverstone Contractors is your plumbing source for Sevier County. Riverstone can fix leaking pipes, replace water heaters, fix and replace faucets, disposals, water softeners, and toilets, along with tubs, showers, and grab bars for your bathroom. Riverstone does plumbing for new construction and remodels. They also take care of your heating and air conditioning needs with central air, swamp coolers, gas furnaces, and sheet metal ducts. For the best plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service, call Riverstone Contractors at 435-896-6264. That's 896-6264.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included with CentraCom cable TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit CentraCom.com to learn more.
Larson's Ace Hardware is your helpful place for satisfying lots of different appetites. Appetites for hardware, plumbing and building materials, paint, tools, electrical, housewares and small appliances, sporting goods including ammo, lawn and garden, toys and seasonal items, and, well, hey, just stop by the store and check it out for yourself. Oh yeah, while you're in the store, satisfy the biggest hunger of all, the grumbling in your tummy at Munchies. Check it out at Larson's Ace Hardware, the helpful place in Richfield.
Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant is always working hard to be your neighborhood grocer. And with items like their famous ugly steaks, I mean, how can something so ugly going on the grill taste so good coming off? And their homemade salsa and cowboy caviar are a hit anywhere they're served. And in the bakery, you'll find Terrell's own roll and scone dough that will brighten up any get-together. Plus, Terrell's prides itself on its produce department, where the finest and fresh produce at great prices can always be found. Drop in today for the best in prices and friendly service. Your neighborhood grocer, Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking in Salina has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking's Big Blue trucks are recognizable throughout the Intermountain West, hauling products that keep this country running. Barney Trucking is honored to be a part of Central Utah and supports our local schools and community. When you're out on the roads, remember to drive safely. Barney Trucking of Salina, proud to support the high school teams this season.
Welcome back to Richfield High School. This is the Sunrise Engineering postgame show brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, making the things you do every day better every day. I love how this the pause is written into the read there for me.
Oh, yeah. And you do it nicely.
This is once again the Sunrise Engineering postgame show. North Sanpete beats Richfield 50-0 tonight. A big game for North Sanpete. They improved to 2-1 in region play. Richfield falls to 0-3. Richfield now 1-6 overall. North Sanpete 4-3. And we were talking about those injuries. Good news from Coach Thorson that the X-rays were negative for Jensen Magleby.
Yes, and you certainly hope that he'll be back. You don't know how long that sprained ankle will be, but it was a pretty tough sprain.
Take a look at some the drive charts in the second half right now for Richfield. They had 3 drives. First one came with 4:45 to go in the third quarter from their own 20. It was a 9-play drive that resulted in a turnover on downs. And then they got the ball back with 8:32 to go in the fourth quarter on their own 30. And on the third play of the drive, their pass was intercepted. And then they got the ball back with 30 seconds left in the game on their own 20. They ran 2 plays, the hook and ladder, going to Trent Utley. And he was able to bring it 27 yards down the field before the game ended.
Yeah, and I thought Trent did a lot of good things tonight. He's just a good sized football player, and he plays hard and he's talented. I like the way he played.
Yeah, fun to watch Trent Utley tonight for the Wildcats. The drives now for North Sanpete. This drive chart brought to you by Beck's Home Furnishings. They got the ball with 11:31 to go in the third quarter on their own 40-yard line. It was a 9-play drive that resulted in a 14-yard touchdown run from Spencer Applegarth, his 5th touchdown of the night for the Hawks. Then North Sanpete didn't get the ball back until 11:25 to go in the game on their own 47-yard line, and it was a 1-play drive. A pass from Zach Lee to Trent Seeley. He goes 53 yards for the touchdown. That's what put the score 50-0 at the time. And then North Sanpete did get the ball back with 6 minutes left on the Richfield 19, and with the second squad in there, the JV squad in there running the offense, they got inside the 5-yard line, and then they got brought back out to the 6, and they missed the field goal.
Yeah, make no mistake about it. North Sanpete did not pull off the dogs until 5.5 minutes to go. Some people that bothers. That doesn't bother me. You line up, you play football, and when you're on the field, you play. And whoever you never know if a team's trying to work out some kinks. They're coming off a loss. They want to work through things. And so it really I know some people are really bothered by one thing or another, how long they play players. They know they're risking injury when they're got kids on the field. And so I believe that a team sometimes is working out kinks. There's things they want to see, and so they keep them on the field for as long as they want to.
Now that's up to the coaches on that one. But 50-0 is your final score here. North Sanpete with the win over Richfield. We'll take a quick 3-minute break. When we come back, we'll let you know who our players of the game are for both teams, give you some score updates throughout the area, and a lot more to come. Here inside
Are
the
you
Sunrise.
looking for comfort, quality, and reliability with your furniture, appliances, or electronics? That's exactly what you find at Beck's Home Furnishings in Mount Pleasant. Choose from a variety of Ashley furniture, Whirlpool and Maytag appliances, and quality electronics. So whether you're looking for a good night's sleep, relaxing in your favorite chair, having a pleasant family dinner, or getting the chores done, Beck's can help. Plus, Beck's has outstanding prices and special sales every week. Visit them today at 14 West Main in Mount Pleasant or online at shopbecks.com.
Every night's like family night at Jorgensen Bowling Center and Herb's Place. When you want the best burger in town, you'll find it at Herb's Place. Got a birthday or special event? You'll find the facilities at Jorgensen Bowling Center and Herb's Place. If you want arcade games, you'll find them at Jorgensen Bowling Center. If you want a light show and cosmic bowling, hey, you'll find it at Jorgensen Bowling Center. Your family deserves the best. Your family or event is special to Jorgensen Bowling Center and Herb's Place, 980 South Coveview Road, Richfield.
The medical care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live. People in rural towns should receive the same high-quality medicine as those in the big cities. You can rest assured the Sanpete Valley Hospital provides their patients with the same high-quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. They provide many of the same services a large city hospital does, and they do it well, with a personal, hometown touch. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, healing for life.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, they're committed to servicing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, surveys and GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets and deadlines. Visit jonesanddemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
As temperatures become cooler outside, insects will be looking for someplace warmer to live, like inside your home. Spiders, ants, earwigs, and other bugs will take refuge in your kitchen, bathroom, bedrooms, and even closets. To protect your home, call EcoLife for a professional pest control barrier. EcoLife applies a smell-free, safe for the environment product to ensure you and your family are bug-free. All services are guaranteed. To schedule EcoLife to rid your home of bugs, call 283-6002. EcoLife is a proud supporter of Central Utah High School sports.
You're busy, and we can help. At Skyline Pharmacy, we are pleased to introduce the first and only coordinated, once-a-month refill service in Sanpete County, the Skyline Medication Management Service. It is designed to help you maximize the positive benefits of your medication therapy, as well as save you time and money. Best of all, this service is free. By joining our program, we will automatically refill all of your maintenance medications on the same day, every month. Never worry about making multiple trips to the pharmacy ever again. Stop by today and ask about how we are continuing to help you take care of yourself and your family.
Welcome back to Richfield High School. This is the Sunrise Engineering post-game show. Sunrise Engineering. We live and work close to you. See their office locations at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com. Juab gets the win over Canyon View, 36-26. I got excited when I saw that final score. Just had to give it there, Rick.
I tell you, you do like sports. I tell you, if you can't appreciate you, I hope our Central Utah appreciates how much you enjoy high school sports. You do.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's give you some final stats for tonight's game between North Sanpete and Richfield. The Richfield stats brought to you by New Charter University. And for Richfield, to finish off the game, Matt Griffin ended up with 12 carries for minus 18 yards rushing. Jensen Magleby just that one carry for 1 yard. He did get injured in the first half. Good to know, though, that he did not have a broken ankle there, which was the fear. Evan Jerome, 2 carries for 8 yards. He also injured his shoulder in the first half and didn't play in the second half except for the kickoff to begin the half. And then it was Jake Luke. He had 5 carries for minus 1 yard. And Mason Holdaway finishes with 5 carries for 13 yards in the game. And then McKay Louis, 1 carry for minus 1 yard. Overall, they finished with 2 yards rushing in the game, does Richfield. Passing-wise, Matt Griffin was 5 for 13 in the game. He threw for 60 yards and 2 interceptions. Receiving-wise, it was Holdaway who had 2 catches for 21 yards. Jerome had 1 catch for 4 yards. And Thalman had 1 catch for 8 yards and a fumble. Then Utley on the hook and ladder picked up 27 yards there at the end of the game as well. Thalman had the catch.
Yeah, Thalman had the catch, so he actually had 2 catches.
2 catches in there. That's right. 27 yards was the final tally of yards on that hook and ladder play with Utley taking the pitch from Thalman. So offensively for Richfield, they finished with 62 yards of offense, 60 passing, 2 yards rushing, and that's just not going to cut it against a team like North Sanpete.
No, and you know, Richfield were heavy underdogs, and they did some nice things. There's a good North Sanpete team, and tonight they were just the better team.
Take a look at the stats now for North Sanpete. Spencer Applegarth finishes with 14 carries and 270 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Yeah,
248 at halftime.
Halftime, yep.
So just 32 yards in the second half and another touchdown, but an incredible game for Spencer Applegarth. Zach Lee had 2 carries for 12 yards in the game, and it was Waylon Atkinson 3 carries for 8 yards, and Keegan Eliason 2 carries for 5 yards. They finished the second half with 54 rushing yards, and so that means they had 305 rushing yards in the game, did North Sanpete. Passing-wise, Zach Lee finishes the game 4 for 12. Not one of his better nights as far as completion percentage goes, and he does have 87 passing yards and 1 touchdown in the game. And then the backup quarterback, Spencer Stedman, came in and was 0 for 1 passing for the Hawks. Receiving-wise, it was Trent Seeley, who had 1 catch for 53 yards and a touchdown. That came in the second half. Taylor Lee had 1 catch for 14 yards, and Jake Hadley had 2 catches for 20 yards in the game. Overall, North Sanpete finishes with 398 yards of offense, 2 shy of 400. These are my closest guess on the stats according to the drive charts we had. They're not the official stats, but they're close, and 330 yards more than Richfield.
Yeah, North Sanpete was impressive tonight. They scored 50 points, and I thought Applegarth was just fun to watch. He was terrific running back, and he's fun. He's just, I hope, and I know they do in Mount Pleasant, you just enjoy watching him play. I've seen him 3 times this year, and every time I've watched him, he's just impressive.
Yeah, very good running back, and this is the first time I've seen him, and just reaffirms what I already thought, which is he's the best running back in 3A, or right there close to it, and one of the top backs in the state as well is Spencer Applegarth for North Sanpete. Let's let you know who our players of the game are now. First off, for the North Sanpete Hawks, let's start off with the Sanpete Valley Conoco Defensive Player of the Game.
And that's going to go to big number 55, Kyler Swap. He was a force tonight, and Richfield had real difficulties getting around the end on him. North Sanpete put him on different sides, and I just thought Swap had a terrific game tonight.
Yeah, Swap was a big force defensively for North Sanpete. Sanpete Valley Conoco, by the way, at the Highway Junction in Moroni. Now the Cavalier Pizza Offensive Player of the Game.
And I know he's had it before, but how can you go away from Spencer Applegarth tonight? He was just terrific.
270 yards.
70 yards. Terrific night tonight, and he just was so good, you have to give it to him.
Yeah, Spencer Applegarth, your offensive player of the game for North Sanpete. 3 awards to hand out for Richfield. Let's start off with the Salina Carls Jr. Player of the game.
And that's going to go to Mason Holdaway. Mason did a lot of good things tonight. I thought he came in and ran the ball when he needed to, caught some passes, did a nice job.
So Mason Holdaway for the Salina Carls Jr. Player of the game. Then the Elsinore Dairy Queen Player of the game.
That's going to go to Matt Griffin. Only a second start at quarterback, and I tell you what, he looked seasoned at times tonight. He was under pressure all night, and he still was poised enough to just plant his feet and throw some nice passes.
Really had a good touch on the ball, those
Yes.
deep passes especially. Matt Griffin, your Elsinore Dairy Queen Player of the game. Then the overall Player of the game brought to you by Jorgensen Lanes and Herb's Place is
going to go to Trent Utley. And Trent, he was great on defense, he was great on offense, and he ended up with a big long run at the end. And
special teams even.
Yeah, I thought Trent had a great game tonight.
And Jorgensen Lanes, Herb's Place, by the way, dine out on delicious food at Herb's Place and have bowling fun for the entire family.
Skeeter wanted me to remind everybody down at get your Christmas reservations. They're going fast. You want to call there, and you could still get into the bowling league.
All right, there you go. Final score once again, North Sanpete 50, Richfield 0. Let's look at some other scores throughout Central Utah and the state.
Well, the final tonight, Rich has beaten Wayne 34-6. Over in Wayne, it was Duchesne over Layton Christian 57-0. Kanab beat Milford tonight 21-7. ALA is leading Gunnison 21-7. North Summit is ahead of Millard 32-6 at halftime. And it was South Summit over Summit Academy 42-14. That's in the fourth quarter. And Enterprise over South Sevier 40-0. It's Beaver over Grand 51-0. It's San Juan over North Sevier 62-0. And, of course, Morgan over Carbon 35-0. Union leading Emory 19-6. And Juan Diego over Grantsville 41-7.
All right, there you go. There's some scores around Central Utah and the state. Rick, pleasure doing the game with you.
Thank you for putting up with me tonight.
Yeah, happy to do it. And did you have a BYU update in there as well?
Well, the last BYU score I had was 7-0. Just quickly, I'll bring that up, and it will tell me that BYU is up 7-0. UConn has the ball at their own 47-yard line.
And that's near halftime?
2 minutes to go.
All right, there you go. There's your BYU update as well. Normally heard on KSVC, 980 AM and 100.5 FM, but because it's a Friday night game, high school football trumps the Cougars tonight. There's your scores. That's going to do it for the Sunrise Engineering postgame show. Again, the final 50-0. North Sanpete with the win over Richfield. For Rick Robinson, Barrett Hilton on the controls, I'm Robert Lovell. Thanks for listening, and have a great night, everybody.
You've been listening to exciting high school football action on South Central Utah's sports leaders, Mid-Utah Radio and CentraCom Channel 10. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us next time for more exciting high school football action on CentraCom Channel 10 and Mid-Utah Radio.